A few tippy taps on his phone and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Reliability is everything for your business. You need internet that keeps you connected, phone solutions that deliver, and security to keep it all in check. We back all of our services with a 90-day guarantee. Rev Business. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Some restrictions apply.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Tuesday, July 22nd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 91. In hour one of today's show, Jake and Matt back in studio for the first time since pre-SEC Media Days. They'll recap their trip to Atlanta, and we'll talk some training camp as all across the NFL training camps get started. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Our number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone.
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo!
Yo!
Welcome in, OTB, here on this Tuesday morning. Jake, Flynn, Alondra, Tate, all back with you again in studio. It has been since Moby Dick was a minnow, since we've all been here together. It feels good to be back together. No more shows on the road. Taylor can actually do his job, doesn't have to pick up our slack, but it feels good to be back here.
But thank you for picking up our slack.
Yes, very much so. Thank you for picking
very
up
much
our slack.
appreciated. Yeah, SEC Media Days was a grind. So it was good to get a little R&R right afterwards. But, Taylor, thank you very much. Excellent job. We're back. It's Tuesday. Does it feel like more of like a Monday, or does it feel like a Thursday?
I think it actually feels like more of a Thursday.
I do, too, because I got some good energy, rested up, ready to roll, ready to talk some sports. A lot of stuff in the news.
And you're still watching that by God cycling contest over there.
The bicycle contest. That's right. I walked in. Jacob's like, oh, my God. It's still going?
I mean.
Yeah, there's 6 more stages,
It was
buddy.
well before we left for Media Days. We went to Media Days. We're back from Media Days after missing a day, and you're still watching it.
Well, I told you when it started, it was 21 days plus some rest days. So that's over 3 weeks, buddy. Media Days was only 4 days.
Felt like
it felt
10.
Felt like a Tour de France.
It did. We were climbing uphill ourselves.
We were climbing uphill. I mean, you way more than me.
My God.
But good Lord, did
It's
I
great,
listen
though.
to some coach speak.
It did. It was so funny. Matt had his little notebook, and he'd go in there in the main room, and he'd be taking little notes.
Jotting some things down.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was just drawing pictures.
Did you get anything worthwhile while drawing said notes?
Not really. Like a lot of the stuff I was doing in those meetings, I was listening because I enjoyed listening to like the coaches give their state of address and listening to reporters give questions. Like I enjoy like laughing at the bad questions and then say, "Oh, good question to the good questions."
Yeah.
Our guy Marler got a good question.
Yeah.
But I was also like during it, I was also had my little Lindy's magazine out.
Yeah.
And I was also doing Chat GPT, jotting down notes of like the teams that were coming the next day.
Yeah.
So I was prepping, getting ready, learning like the quarterback and head coaches' names.
Did you ever raise your hand?
I did not raise my hand. I just didn't think the room was ready for me to like drop that heat on them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Anybody impress you? That was
yeah,
up
Shane
there?
Beamer.
Okay. Love Shane. It does feel like Shane Beamer is perfect to be the South Carolina head coach.
Yeah.
Like there's
100%.
coaches that match up with whatever program they're at, and he feels like he is the best guy to be that coach for that school.
He did his job when he was talking because I was like, I don't know, South Carolina gonna win this thing?
Right.
They're gonna make
What
a
are
run.
supposed to do?
They gonna make the Final Four here? I don't know. That was one of my takeaways from it. I was like, he did his job because like even I'm believing the hype right now. I got it. I'm here.
That's what media days. That's one of the main things that it's for, is to create a hype train. And it happens every single year. It doesn't matter where media day is. It doesn't matter the situation. There's going to be teams that you didn't really feel great about going into media day, and you leave feeling fantastic about, or at least like you feel better about them. And I would say different tiers, but there's a lot of people high on LSU. A ton of people high on to like win it.
Yeah.
And then I would say the two darling teams were Oklahoma and Florida. Every room that I went in, no matter the schedule, because they're both brutal, people were talking about those two teams and John Mateer and DJ Lagway and what they could do. I mean, there were some people like, I think Doring has them going like Oklahoma 10-2. I'm like, I think they're pretty good. I think John Mateer.
Doring had them at 10-2.
10-2. I was like, I think it's going to translate.
Well, I learned a lot about Doring this trip. It was my first time meeting him, so
everything is advertised.
Everything? No, it's not. Like things aren't even advertised. They're there. So he is what you see.
He's one
like,
of one.
Times
I told you.
3
I tried
or
to tell you.
4.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, you're right. Like every time I was hearing, because that was like a big question. Every show is asking, every time a camera, who's your sleeper this year? And I was like, well, they asked me, and I was like, I don't know. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
I think I panicked one time and said Auburn for some reason.
I think you did. I think
yeah, I have no idea. But that was a big thing. And then I kept hearing Oklahoma. And that's kind of who I wanted to like say as well after like just diving into more.
Right.
Because I do like Mateer, and I am really excited to do a quarterback breakdown of him later on in the season because I really want to dive into his film.
I told you, he's like a mix of you and Baker Mayfield. That's the best way I can describe like the way he carries himself, kind of his size and demeanor. He's got something to him.
You work out? You do 150 push-ups a day?
Has to.
I think the least impressive person I heard speak. Well, hold on. Let me back up. Jeff Lebby. Real person. Confirmed. Impressive person.
Yeah. He's a big dude. Yeah.
And really enjoyed our conversation with him.
I know. I told you would.
I know. I didn't have the balls to ask him, to touch his leg and, make sure he was real. I didn't have the balls.
I think he's the only head coach we had.
Yeah.
Because the morning show, it's not a juice fest up there. Not a lot of energy.
Not a lot of energy.
A lot of people just kind of roaming around. It's just
there's one show on when we get there. Yeah. There's the Atlanta sports show that was right next to us. So literally in this whole College Football Hall of Fame, it's like a square. It makes a square around the main stage below us. There's one group talking, and that was them.
Yeah.
And then it was us.
Yeah.
So not a lot of juice, not a lot of people walking around up there. But yeah, we got, we started out the show with the quarterback,
Blake
and the head
Shapen.
coach. So I guess my new sleeper, now that we're talking about it, Mississippi State. Watch out.
You did have to talk nice about Shreveport Evangel too. sort of.
Did I talk nice?
I think he did. So I'm sure Tate did a great job going over this yesterday, but to win the SEC championship, the SEC preseason media poll, it goes like this: Texas, Georgia, Alabama, LSU, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Vandy, Florida, Tennessee, Ole Miss, and Auburn. Now, Tennessee, Ole Miss, Auburn only receiving 1 vote. Vanderbilt and Florida, 2. Oklahoma, 3. South Carolina, 5. But there is a clear top tier in the media's mind in the SEC. It is Texas, Georgia, Alabama, and LSU. 96, 44, 29, and 20 first place votes. When you go from LSU to South Carolina, it goes from 20 all the way down to 5.
Yeah, and you kind of brought it up too. Like LSU was the belle of the ball at SEC media. Every person you talk to. I
don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know how I feel, but then I see these votes. It's from the same people that were talking about them all week. Like, I thought everybody was saying, I got LSU beating Texas or LSU beating Georgia. Or, if anything, somebody beating LSU.
Yeah.
And so I saw this, too, and I was like, that doesn't jive with the things I was hearing the entire time.
Oh, as far as LSU being all the way down at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're right. Because everybody we talked to, it was LSU, at least in the SEC championship game, it felt like.
For sure.
I didn't feel like many people had them out. They do come in 4th here, and they're 4th in the overall predicted order of finish as well. I've got Texas and LSU. That's what I put on my ballot. Texas and LSU in the SEC championship game. I don't know.
I didn't fill out a ballot.
God, it's in your email. You didn't check your email when they said, like,
I got a lot of emails.
You're a media member now. You can fill out this ballot. You can go first team, second team quarterback.
I did, but I got real sensitive spam checkers on my email. I got to block out the noise.
So when you heard it, you heard us talking about it, you just like, that's not me. They're not sending me one.
Plenty of people are going to vote. I'll tell you what, LSU would have had 21 total votes.
Well,
still would have been in 4th, so it wouldn't have mattered. My vote didn't matter.
Loser mentality there. I don't like that at all. First team quarterback was not Garrett Nussmeier, and I think I saw every show talk about this yesterday, but it was Lenore Sellers, South Carolina. LSU actually doesn't have anyone on the first team offense. Now, Garrett Nussmeier was the second team quarterback. Caden Durham was the second team running back. Aaron Anderson was a second team receiver. So they were well represented on the second team, but no player on the first team, including Garrett Nussmeier. Any surprise that Lenore Sellers gets the top spot?
I guess when you look at it from just geographically of all the folks that were there, no, it's not any surprise because I do think Lenore has the potential to be a guy a big time bolster himself up to a first-round pick after this season, and just look really damn impressive.
He looks like an edge rusher when he walks in the room.
The eyeball test, check and check.
Yeah.
Right? So I can get kind of like that sense. Like you're voting 2 days after you just saw him physically and he impressed you as just like a statue, as just a human being.
There was I don't want to make sure I missed anybody, but 3 guys that come to mind. He was one, DJ Lagway was another, and Taylor Green from Arkansas was another. Of the quarterbacks, and I'm like, I was not familiar with your game.
Yep.
I did not know that. DJ Lagway walked into the room, and we're like, how tall are you? He's like 6'3". I was like, my guy, you passed 6'3" up 6 years ago. Because Dusty Dvorak, who was with us, he's 6'3", and Dusty was looking up to him. DJ Lagway was a large human.
I believe I'm going to get this band correct, but in the words of 98 Degrees, God must have spent a little more time.
You got it wrong.
Dang it.
You got it wrong.
Who was it?
Okay, a couple things here.
Respect, though.
I respect you pulling out 98 Degrees.
Okay, thank you.
That's a deep cut. It's not NSYNC. It's not the Backstreet Boys.
It wasn't Nick Lachey?
No, that is NSYNC.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm so disappointed in myself.
Yeah, that's NSYNC.
All right. I'm in timeout.
I appreciate the effort, though. I appreciate the effort.
Cut off my mic.
First team defense, LSU, Whit Weeks was on the first team. The second team, Harold Perkins, and then no player on the third team. You did have a couple of specialists. Barian Brown, return specialist. Xavier Thomas was all-purpose on the second team. Return specialist Thomas on the third team as well. So he actually got second and third team in different positions. So LSU well represented, but I think the main thing was going to be Garrett Nussmeier not being QB1 on the first team. But
obviously we would have had him first team, right? We think he's going to be the best. But I get the vote on the timing of when it happened. There's a lot of hype. Shane Beamer did a great job. Like I said, even I was on the hype train of South Carolina. So I think everybody probably felt the same way that I did. And then you just see him physically. So I get the vote going the way it did, when it did. Now, if we were to vote a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe it's a little bit different, maybe a little closer to the season. You start analyzing just the football play and everything like that. Maybe those votes would change, but I get it.
Arch Manning was the third team quarterback, in case you missed that as well.
Who?
Arch Manning.
How do you spell that?
ARCH. Arch.
Position?
Running back.
ASL?
Can you ask that anymore? Is that okay?
I don't think
so. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Arch was fine. He came in with us and serious, and he was fine. He was good. You could tell he'd been coached up. He was polished. He wasn't going to say anything crazy. He said Archie, his grandfather, obviously, was like, yep, keep it short and sweet and be respectful. And that was his advice, and he did that. That's exactly what he did. But he didn't do the entire car wash.
No.
He didn't do Marty and McGee, which I think everybody outside of Arch did quarterback-wise. He's the only one that didn't. So
he didn't do Hester and Flynn.
He did not do Hester and Flynn.
Although they're not going to do us. Who are you going to do?
They were in the afternoon.
These people just need to know, if you just want a good, fun convo for a little bit, a little breakaway from getting shelled by random dumb questions, come see us.
I will say this. I truly believe, and I had Commissioner Sankey twice. I think we had his favorite interview of the week.
There's no doubt
that he was a part of.
I feel that man has got to take some questions.
He's like, so I can put it on autopilot?
Yeah.
We were like, absolutely you can.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, what's your favorite food?
We asked that man how he picks out his clothes every day, and he was loving talking about that.
Look, to me, that was one of probably the best questions of anybody in SEC Media Day.
Thank you.
Everybody would resonate with that question. How do you pick out your clothes? You got every color represented here at SEC. You're going to piss somebody off.
Yep.
What's the thought process? Great question.
Green. Always go green.
I think he said yellow a lot.
He said blue and yellow. That's our colors. That's our conference colors. So you can't really get in trouble when you wear those colors. Mm-hmm. We said, green's always. He had green on that day, blue and green. It's always safe, blue and green. Mm-hmm. He said, and no matter what, somebody will say he's being biased towards a certain team, even if the color doesn't exist.
What did he say? He had a tie on one time that was so neutral. There was a little speck of red or something
it was
on
an
it.
Orange speck. You wore your Auburn tie today, huh? Get out of here. Fly kite.
Out of here. What are we
all right, so we do have a ton to kind of catch up on. We got to get vibe checks from around the room. It's not feeling great over there, but we're gonna make it feel better. We're gonna perk up a little bit. We got to get this thing started.
Like Thursday.
We've got some great guests. We've got a lot coming your way when we jump back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Well, I'm just probably glad that we're not going to have a 2.5-minute live here. Go to BudrosElectrical.com. That is the website for, you guessed it, Budros Electrical. Get that free Generac quote on the top right corner of the website. The tagline is more power, more protection. That's exactly what you get with Budros. On the North Shore is 985-397-1562. In the greater Baton Rouge area, it is 225-300-9389. Again, go to the website today. Get everything scheduled, BudrosElectrical.com.
Get that peace of mind. We are sitting here, oh my God, it's July 22nd. We know what happens in August. That Gulf of America starts to heat up. Get that peace of mind. Get that protection of your things, of your house, of your possessions, whatever it is. Give a quote today. Call them. Have them come out to your house. Size a generator for you. BudrosElectrical.com. BudrosElectrical.com.
2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When it comes to industrial construction, a River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
BREC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BREC, your #1 park system in the nation.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. Rev Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Let's go across the glass here. Got to get a vibe check, a little check-in with our crew. We missed our crew dearly. That's one of the things that being on the road, you certainly miss the most. You don't have the Foxhole in-studio vibes, and so it's good to be back. Alondra, I know, got a headache situation, but we missed you.
It's all good.
And we certainly
going away.
were living through you covering UFC 318.
It was awesome.
That looked incredible.
Just to clarify, though, Flynn only missed me. He didn't miss Taylor.
That's true.
Thanks for bringing it up.
Pretty much, he did
say
that.
Taylor hadn't been thinking about that all week.
He did.
Poor Tay-Tay.
Just catching a stray.
But yeah, no, I did.
Always.
I was telling y'all this morning.
Wasn't even a stray. Relax.
No, it was just like a Freudian
Your eyes are
slip.
direct
It
hit.
was definitely a Flynnism for sure.
He didn't even realize he said it. He was like, "What'd I say?"
Huh? What'd I do?
Yeah, I had a little migraine. I'm telling it's starting to go away a little bit, but I'm good. UFC 318 was awesome. It was definitely one of my favorite things that I've ever done, like, in my life. Like, it was like Omaha and then UFC 318 are like top 2 for sure. And it's like 1A, 1B. And yeah, it was awesome. And to be there for like Dustin's last fight. And
a good fight, too.
It was a good fight.
I mean, I know he didn't win, but
it wasn't the result we wanted, but it was awesome. It was a good, really good. We were talking about this yesterday. It was a really good way for him to go out. And even though he did lose his last 2 fights, they were really good ones against good opponents that really like solidified how much of a legend in the sport he is. So it was awesome. I did not expect. I didn't know where I was going to be sitting. You asked me.
I asked you because I was.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. I think probably in the press box.
Right.
And then I get there and they're like, you're this way on the floor. And I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
And then I get there and my name's like on the table. And I was like, this is crazy.
What,
I was cage side.
Like 2 rows. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you were right there.
It was insane.
Where'd you get the tickets?
So I got credentialed. Yeah. I took a shot in the dark and I got myself, I didn't even, like, I did it and then I let Matt know. I was like, hey, I just applied for one. Just a heads up in case you get an email or whatever. But yeah, I kind of just did it not expecting to even get approved for it. But I'm glad I did because it was awesome. And yeah, I want to go to like more UFC stuff.
Oh, you're going to have the bug now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, now that.
I was telling Matt yesterday that like I was so close. The body shots sounded so brutal, like with the leg kicks or whatever.
Right.
Like they sounded so brutal. And then I could see every time they got hit, their sweat like flying off of them. It was awesome. Like it was seriously.
Did you go for the like the pre-card?
I was there for
like
the prelims.
The prelims.
Yeah, I got there at like 6.
So what was the most? So I've never been to the like a big time. I went and saw like Sean Jordan like in the local fights.
Yeah.
And it's all. My like takeaway is always like it's way more violent in person because you like you said you hear the body shots, you hear people like hit the floor and they get knocked out, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And what was the most like violent, bloody thing that you saw in a fight?
I don't know. So like Max was pretty beat up. Like he had some. Yeah, Max was. He looked so. We were also talking about this yesterday. Like, Max won every round except for maybe round 2 of that fight.
Yeah.
Like, round 2 was probably Dustin's best round. But, like, Max looked worse face-wise than Dustin did. But there was one knockout in the prelims that I saw that I was like, ooh, that was kind of brutal. And because I love when they go for the finish. Like, they're hurt. And, like, they could tell they're hurt. So they go for the finish and they just start like nailing them with punches and they have to like call it off or whatever. But there was one, I don't remember who it was, but there was one in the prelims that was a knockout that was pretty brutal. And then I think there was a tap too. So like all the finishes were in the prelims. The main card was all decisions.
Should Dustin have tried to finish him when he knocked
instead
him down?
Of jump the gilly? Yeah. I think so. But like he lives and dies by it. So
I know. And he submitted him like before, but Max had no guard.
Yeah.
He hurt him. His
bad.
hands were both on the ground. He could have
went for the finish. And so they asked him that after the fight. They were like, do you regret jumping the gilly instead of just finishing him when he was hurt? And he was like, no, I thought that was going to be the one.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, you play too much.
I know.
Like, that was like, you could have.
No, it's like he was trying to get like, that's the way he wanted everything to finish. And I get it.
So when that was happening, I started, you can't record, like if you're in the media or whatever, in the like little media area, you can't record the fight while it's actually happening.
Right.
You can between rounds, but you can't record like the actual fight.
They are very, very sensitive about how that,
So whenever Dustin had him hurt, I started recording the crowd because I was like, ooh, if he gets him, the crowd is going to pop like crazy. So like I got a kind of cool video of that, but like he ended up not. But other than that, like it was amazing, even though he did lose. And when he put the gloves down and they were playing Frank Sinatra's My Way.
Yeah.
And they were also showing like before the fight video montages up there, and I just like had the chills the entire time I was there.
I bet that was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
You got the bug now. There's going to be like a UFC in San Jose, and they're like, Somebody from Baton Rouge, ESPN, trying to get a credential here.
Right.
Like, what's the tie? What's the tie here?
Right, and I'm gonna do it.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I
mean,
actually, I bet if you put LouisianaSports.net, like with it having just the Louisiana name, like covering the entire state.
yeah.
They wouldn't even think about it.
So Matt was like, if they don't want the 1045 one, you can put .net on there.
Yeah.
But I got it with 1045 ESPN. But yeah, it was great.
Who are the fighters now that you would travel to go see now that you got the
I
bug?
would go see Ilya Taporia for sure, his next fight, especially if it's with Patty, because I love both of them. Like, both of them are my faves.
Some cringy trash talk last time in the
Yeah,
in
it
the
was.
octagon.
Yeah,
I was like,
Joe's like, come on.
Not that cool.
I do love that Joe's like, Joe Rogan was
Yeah.
like, oh, I know who you're talking about. Like, calls
Yeah.
him into the ring, but
Joe doesn't. He DGAF right now.
No, he don't.
At all.
I wish he was there on Saturday, but
he wasn't.
No, Daniel Cormier was on the call.
That makes sense too, with him being in Louisiana.
But yeah, for sure I'd go see Ilya. I did meet this guy from Paris. He was like with a sports organization over there. And well, this is I was telling Taylor too, like everybody that I met in the media was super cool.
Yeah.
Like they were awesome. And I don't feel like that's always the experience that I have.
Now, Flynn called them mouth breathers last week. So. Yeah.
Right.
You did.
I mean,
Call them like you see them sometimes.
But I met that guy from Paris,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Oh, you should go to the one in September coming up, the USC event in Paris in September." And I was like, "That sounds like way out my budget, so I
Right,
won't be
yeah.
there." But I hope you have a good time. But he
Yes.
was saying he goes to all the pay-per-views.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, that's a lot of international travel.
Yeah. Coming over literally.
Like once a month.
Once a month. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Good for you.
What's your expense report look like?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Lord.
He was signing off on that.
Paris.
Tay, how's Friday? How'd Monday go? Sitting here hosting for us. I feel like you probably had enough content to be able to.
No, we had
to
plenty.
let her rip.
Man, I
yeah.
had stuff we didn't even
Yeah.
get to.
Yeah.
I mean, we let it rip. Friday was fun. Yesterday, a little bit more sports heavy. Friday was a little bit more lighthearted, but we had a great time. You know, it was weird. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, man, like I don't have to host. Like, it'll be a little bit boring today.
And
it was a great
you
time.
got
It was
like
awesome.
Jerry
just called
Jones
y'all
stuff
boring.
to talk about too.
Well, I didn't get to that yesterday. 'cause
Wait, what?
It kind of
We'll
came
chop
out
it up.
after the show. We'll get to it today.
The
Trust me.
what?
Jerry
Jerry
Jones,
Jones.
Micah Parsons.
Oh, yeah.
Old Jerry.
Y'all
I
triggered
wish
him.
Jerry Jones would get out. You know
His
what?
eyes twitching. What's happening?
I wish
just
he'd
got-
just get
banana.
out of my life. Just
got
get
so
out of
mad.
my life.
Just get out of your life. What are you talking about?
The best player in your franchise, unprompted, by the way. They didn't ask him,
They
hey,
did
what do you think
not.
about Michael Parsons' injury concerns? He's like, well, you know, even if we sign him, are we really going to have him? I mean, the guy missed 6 games last year.
Oh, what an
Jerry,
idiot.
like, why are you dumping on your franchise guy who you're in the middle of
A
contract
guy who
negotiations?
tell you
always,
something?
always champions the Cowboys.
Oh, guess what?
Like,
That price
and
just
everything
went
he's-
up.
Everything he's ever owned, he's like Cowboys, Cowboys, Cowboys.
100%.
Everything.
Can I
like-
tell you, we're talking about the Cowboys in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Guess what they're doing in Seattle right now? Talking about the Cowboys. Guess what they're doing in
Oh,
New York
true.
City?
Yeah.
Talking about the Cowboys. Jerry Jones is a brilliant person. I heard an analogy of him recently, and I loved it. He's like, he's the modern day P.T. Barnum. Like, that son of a gun
No, he
can
is.
sell a circus.
Yep.
Am I right?
But he doesn't
it's
care about
probably
winning.
his goal.
No, I
would
don't
assume.
think Jerry
he
cares
is a
about
modern
winning.
day P.T. Barnum.
Yeah.
And what he's doing is unbelievable because everybody saw, and it's every single year. Doesn't matter how bad they are,
Yep.
how good they are. They do something that everybody thinks is dumb, or everyone thinks is cringy, or like bad business.
Yep.
But it's all amazing business.
Like Jerry will say something knowing it's going to get traction, and in my opinion, his thought process is, "Hey, we're talked about in the media all the time, and we continue to turn a profit. Did my job, like you did your job as owner.
Yeah, right.
Haven't done your job as
As
GM,
GM,
which is the major
yeah.
problem. here.
We are in Jerry's world, and
Did you
living
ever
in it.
did you ever talk with the Cowboys? Come close to signing with the Cowboys?
yeah, in 2015,
Yeah.
I went down there. So that
Oh,
was
we
the
needed
year.
you that year too.
So that was the year that I was with
How do you know that? We're talking about?
Patriots for Deflategate, and then I was with the Jets when they screwed me.
Yeah, you had a sweet mustache.
Screw you,
though.
Jets.
You had a Fu
And then
Manchu, right?
a couple weeks ago, yeah, Fu Manchu for the fourth. Because I always grew up some sort of facial hair out for the fourth preseason game.
Right.
So I had a Fu Manchu, and I had these beautiful curly locks sticking out the back of my. I looked like our guy in the Tour de France, our American in the Tour de France.
Yeah, you
Quinn.
Did. Yeah.
I dropped some dimes, and then I got cut the next day. And then I went and worked out for the Cowboys because I can't remember who the quarterback was. Oh, it was Romo.
Well, we were 4-12 that year.
Yeah.
And
Romo got hurt.
Romo got hurt. I believe. I think it may have been Kyle Orton for a few games.
Ooh.
And then it was like 3 guys.
Kyle Orton was kind of the man.
And then
I'll really good.
I'll
I didn't know he played for the Cowboys.
This was the tail end.
He got
of his,
hurt.
And then there was about 3. We were 31st in the league.
So they
points
brought
per
me
game.
in to work out, and it was me, Christian Ponder, Josh Johnson, and something like Bethea, Bethea. He had 2 last names.
Yeah.
And so we all 4
I feel
went
like
to work
the 2 last name guy got it.
So we worked out, and then I was spinning it good. They send everybody home. They keep me there, talking to my agent. I'm in the locker. I'm having lunch with the team, and they're like a little cafeteria. And my agent's like, all right, they're just going to put the numbers together, put the contract together, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, I'm going to be starting for the Cowboys next week.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, cool.
Probably pretty
and
cool
so,
for you too, yeah.
I was sitting in the locker room. I'm talking to Jason Witten in the locker room because I'd seen him down at the, I kind of knew him a little bit from seeing him at the beach. And then an hour turns into 2 hours. 2 hours turns into 3 hours. And I'm like, what's happening right here? 4 hours later, me just sitting there, my agent calls me. It's like, hey, sending you back to the airport. They're signing Matt Castle.
Ah, who wasn't even there.
By the way, I was just checking. Orton was the year before. It was Matt Castle.
Yeah. It was Matt Castle. They signed him, and I was like, bring his ass down here. I would have outthrown him too.
Yeah, he threw off 5 touchdowns, 7 picks that year. So bang up job there.
So I was that close away to playing for my childhood team. And didn't get it, but I signed with the Saints a week later.
Yeah, so it worked out. I'll tell a 30-second
I would have rather
story.
started for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I know. We got to take our break. But I remember when my first time as a free agent, and they're not supposed to do this, but agents do. They've been talking to teams because I was coming up, and my agent's like, hey, I got a team that really likes you. Going to be a lot closer to your hometown. I'm like, okay, cool. Saints, Cowboys, right? And I started looking at houses, New Orleans and Dallas. It was Tampa. I'm like, has my agent T-Bob, when it comes to geography, Tampa?
Yeah.
That's not close. What
down there somewhere.
Yeah, I was like, Dallas, New Orleans, let's go. It's Tampa.
Houston, maybe Houston.
Maybe Houston, yeah.
Maybe.
But I don't know why I was like Dallas or New Orleans.
Well, yeah,
it was Tampa. It was
obvious reasons.
Wasn't that much farther to San Diego. So that's as close as I got to Dallas because I thought maybe he was talking about Dallas. And on that note, we'll take a break. More OTB when we jump back.
Off the bench.
All right, go to Go Tommy's, G-E-A-U-X, Tommy's with a Y.com. Go Tommy's windows, doors, and siding. And look, you'll clearly see the difference when you go to the homepage. But also, you see right there, if you're watching on YouTube, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and so on and so forth. They win awards. That's what they do. They stack awards for the work that they do, the customer service that they have. Best of Baton Rouge, best windows in the Advocate this year. That is Tommy and the team. So go to the website, see what they can do for you. They customize your job as well. GoTommys.com.
Go Tommy's window sidings and doors. They are serving Louisiana with the highest quality products and service. Go see their gallery of work, their customer testimonials right there on their website. See the awards too. Oh my God, so many awards every single year. Windows, doors, sidings, lifetime warranty. GoTommys.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge, and let's go ahead and get this thing started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of Flo Ivy Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go to gofloiv.com, gofloiv.com. You go to Go Flo Ivy Spa on Facebook as well. If you want to be hydrated, it is summertime. It is hot outside. Go ahead and make sure you get that done. You can book your appointment right there online, gofloiv.com.
Go check them out. Get hydrated. It is hot as heck out there. So stay hydrated before you go work out, before you drink, or afterwards. Whatever it is, go visit them right there on Jefferson. Get hydrated. Get vitamized. Go Flo Ivy.
All right, so just to get started, it's kind of like the guests that we have coming up today. We're going to have Will Clapp, Saints offensive lineman, of course, former LSU offensive lineman, join us in about 30 minutes from now. Then we're going to have Blake Baker, LSU's defensive coordinator, join us at 8:30. And, of course, it's Tuesday, so Nick Underhill, New Orleans Football. But just to get it started, it's here. It is football season. It is training camp. It is the suck of getting ready for a season, and that's what time it is. And we have made it here. We've had media days. We've had talking season. But now having players getting ready for camp, having coaches, vacation is over. Our guests today are going to tell us about camp and kind of that last little millisecond of a break before you get started, before it is over, before you shut the door, lock the door, and throw away the key.
Yeah, the it's the calm before the storm. Certainly for players, it's certainly a big calm before a big old storm. I mean, as a former player, me and Hester are like, man, like the Saints, they're reporting tomorrow. I'm sure most NFL teams report in the next couple of days. I think colleges are in like another week or so. I don't miss that feeling.
No.
Before training camp, which was like remember what, like as a kid you get nervous for games, like, and you got butterflies in your stomach. I never really got those like terribly when I was like later in college and NFL. I mean, you'd have nerves, but like before training camp, it was like literal nerves, like going into it, because it's like I know what it's about to happen.
Yep.
And me, like less than anybody else, being a quarterback, because of, like just the physical grind when they're hitting.
Yeah. That part wasn't. I didn't like that. I actually didn't mind that at all. Like the physical nature of training camp. Even when we got into the league and it was old school two-a-days, I didn't care about that. I just hated being there all damn day and staying in some random either dorm room or a hotel, some Ramada Inn, and you wake up at 6, you're at the facility for 6:30, and you don't get back to your room till like 10:30.
Yep.
Like that's what I hated. Like especially like later in your career when you know you know the playbook, you know the ins and outs, you know what it takes to get ready for the season. And it's like, this is stupid. I hate it.
Just staying like in an uncomfortable place. And training camp schedule's like meant to make you uncomfortable the whole time. And then it's just your body's just not right. Like after the first day, you're sore.
Yeah. Something's
hurting. You're grinding all day in meetings, workouts, practices, walkthroughs, and then like you're also sore as hell. So any free time you have, you're in the training room, either getting like active hands-on treatment or in the tubs or doing something. So it's like there's never a down moment in training camp. Like maybe you get 20 minutes to like we'd play like backgammon or something in the locker room, like or a card game or something. You'd stay up a little bit later than you should because that's like only free time you had to like talk about something else or play a game or just like
you stay down there at snack, and you know that's really like those snack moments, at least for us and the teams I played for, like that was the team bonding.
Yeah.
Certainly in San Diego, like we would sit around a table and we'd all be, one last little snack, and usually the special teams coaches down there stirring the pot.
Yep.
And we'd have, guys from all over the country and be like, hey, how do you say this word where you're from? Well, why do you say it like that? That's stupid.
Yeah, I know. Well, you're dumb. My high school team is better than your high school team, blah, blah, blah. But there's always that one or two coaches that love hearing themselves talk and love telling stories about themselves. So, like, that always made for some good, like, either some coaches told great stories and you just listen to them.
Rich Bisaccia was a great storyteller. He would tell John Gruden stories every day because he was with him when they were winning the Super Bowl.
Yep. But it was like the snack, crush some Lucky Charms at night. Ooh. But yeah, we would play games afterwards too, so we'd always like have big games like cribbage. Just like, I don't know. It was mostly in Green Bay, so we played like weird card games and like.
Hey, look, I just went to Green Bay. I get it. I get it.
So I learned how to play a lot of games up there.
Yeah.
But right now, from this side of the table, like looking in, we're kind of excited because we're so close to having like actual tangible things to talk about and break down and say, this is good, this is bad. But it's going to be a little while, even after training camp starts. Like you're going to see these little snippets of, oh, Garrett Nussmeier looked good today. What do you mean? Like routes on air look good? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's cool and everything. And I know that like Saints practice is going to be open. And so we will have things to break down them. But really until those games start, preseason games, it's like we're so close to having that.
Yeah.
Those, like I said, those tangible things to actually sit here, break down X's and O's. But so fired up. Like I'm just football season is just like on the brink. We're so
Some teams are already in camp. Some teams in the NFL, I know the Chargers, they have the Hall of Fame game. They're already in camp. Yeah. You played that?
No, I didn't.
Me neither.
They played in it like I think the year or two after I had left Green Bay because Brett Favre was getting inducted. So they played in it then.
Right. This is for Antonio Gates.
So and for those of y'all who don't know, the two teams that play, I'm pretty sure every time or usually they have
This time
somebody.
this time it's just one. They're playing the Lions, but yeah, typically it's both.
Yeah, typically both teams have somebody being inducted. That's why they're invited to play in that game and to celebrate, one or two of those people that are getting inducted. But that is a game that nobody wanted to do.
No.
Because preseason games suck.
Yep.
Unless you're a guy that isn't supposed to make the team and you're trying to make the team, they're not fun. I get the purpose of them. I get the reason, but 4 was a lot.
Yeah.
Now, then when we were playing, you throw another one on there, that made it 5. Like 5 games, people are putting their livelihoods and contracts on the line.
Yeah.
For what do you get, like $300-400 a week during training camp?
Like $480 a week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
It's like a scholarship check.
Better for you than me. It's just like a scholarship check. All right, we'll take our last break of hour number 1. Again, we've got Will Clapp joining us in about 25 minutes from now. Blake Baker right after that. Stay locked in here to OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, it is always a great time to go for dose, right? We talk about it all the time. Beach beer, lake beer, river beer, pool beer, whatever. Right, airport beer, if you're hanging out with friends beer, if you're enjoying some good fajitas beer, like whatever it is, if you're by the grill, if you want to chill, go ahead, grab a Dos Equis. They even have a website. I don't know if you've heard about this. You can go to their website, dosequis.com.
Yep.
I heard it's a great place for all the information when you want to go for dose. So go to dosequis.com.
/www. They're going to ask you to verify your age when you go to that website. Yeah, that was a really good moment for me, but it made Dos Equis memorable, and it should be. You know what else made it memorable? Every time somebody saw us outside of the show, Jake and Matt had a Dos Equis in hand. That beautiful green bottle, that beautiful Mexican lager. Get some today. Get ready for the weekend. How about a midweek beer? You kidding me? Go for Dos Equis.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary. For those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Parish Construction and Roofing. This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs. From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wildin'.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in OTB. In hour number 2, I do want to play a video of my former quarterback, PR17, officially retiring. Over the last couple of years, he's had teams kind of reach out and, maybe in the 11th hour he'd join them, but he is coaching high school football. His son is one of the top recruits in the country, and he decided to officially retire. And I want to play some of that. But did you know, Matthew, the moment that you're like, all right, I'm done. I'm ready.
Yo, for sure.
I did too. Like, I was actually with the Saints, about to go up to the Greenbrier, and just like in Harlem Nights when he's like, "Yeah, I'm not coming home anymore," I was like, "I'm not going to the Greenbrier anymore. Yep. Like, I'm good. I'm done." You can't half step into an NFL season, and I knew that. I didn't want to be disrespectful to the Saints, so I was like, "I'm done."
Yep. I was done my last year or two. I was done a couple times. But there was this one time I was really done, and I knew it. And I think I've told the story on air before, but I can't tell it in 15 seconds. So I'll tell it later.
That's called a radio tease.
Now we got to tease you for a few segments because we got some guests lined up.
Well, not at 8 o'clock. You can tell us when we come back.
Oh, yeah.
And look at that. We'll play the video. Hour. It's a whole retirement segment coming up.
Coming home.
More OTB, hour number 2 when we come back. 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the Bench.
I was actually in the Garden when Carmelo had his first game with the Knicks, and he's from there, and they played that over the loudspeakers. Pretty good, that song.
Took me a second to realize you're talking about Madison Square Garden.
The Garden? Jesus. Go to
flower.
KToZ Blinds.com, KToZ Blinds.com. You see right there on the homepage, Brandon Barton and the team, always ready to go. They're going to come into your space, your home, your business, and know your space better than you in 10 minutes. And that's not just lip service. I can promise you because it happened to me. They knew exactly what we needed, where we needed it, and they got it done. And we are thankful every single day. KToZBlinds.com.
KToZ Interiors and Outdoor Living. So it means just that. They can help you outdoor in your outdoor living space and inside. They also have complimentary installations on everything, drapery, exteriors, motorized screens, whatever it is. Give them a call today. Go visit their website, KToZBlinds.com.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
BREC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BREC, your #1 park system in the nation.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Tuesday, July 22nd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 91 in hour 2 of today's show. Former NFL quarterback Phillip Rivers officially retires as a Los Angeles Charger. Also, we'll have New Orleans Saint and former LSU Tiger Will Clapp joining the show at 8:15, and LSU defensive coordinator Blake Baker at 8:30. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2, OTB, here on this Tuesday morning.
Hey, Alondra, I know this song obviously is not part of it. What is our theme today on our music? I haven't recognized a
I don't
song.
know. I think
You haven't?
Wait, you haven't? None of them?
I don't think so.
I've recognized them.
I missed one or two of them.
So
Then I put
is
my headphones.
Oasis?
Oasis was the first one, yeah.
Like a deep track? Like a deep cut?
Not really too deep.
I don't think so.
I mean,
but
what do you want, Champagne Supernova or
So,
Wonderwall, and that's it?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oasis. Wow.
I don't think it's a deep cut because I really like Oasis, but I think that anybody else would think that anything that's not Wonderwall or Champagne Supernova is a deep cut.
I'm not going to say they're random,
Casual.
but like older British bands. I mean,
No,
Actually,
but then I
after your
I play the hits.
After
you
your
know?
98 degrees, it should have been 98 degrees.
It should have been.
Should have.
Today.
And then I went
That's on me. I was trying to think
STP, and then I went Alice in Chains. So I don't know.
Okay,
what it
well, I
is.
don't know what
It's
I
just-
didn't
We're
recognize.
just
then.
vibing.
I love Alice in Chains. I feel like I know a lot of their
It's
deep
from
cuts
Jar
as
of
well.
Flies.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, respect. That's it. That's all I got. I just wanted to know.
This is a
Yeah,
random.
no, that's fine.
This is a random thought, but I'm kind of sitting back a little bit
I
today,
don't
and
care.
this light is incredibly bright.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you take a picture and it's like an overcan light that's like shining down on you, it's never going to be good for anybody
Right.
involved. That's what we have here in this studio.
Yeah.
I hate big
A little
lights
bit.
in houses too. And like
Hey,
this is like
in the year of our Lord
the biggest.
2025, can we just get rid of those and just get like some ring lights?
Yeah. You ever
You
heard
can
of
get those things at Amazon?
Have you ever heard of
right?
like just yellow light, warm lighting?
Like, my forehead looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost on this light right
so
here.
when I'm hosting,
And I'm a tan fella.
you could kind of imagine what that would
Yeah,
look
that's
like.
true.
Right?
It's blinding.
Well, one time I wore a
You're a
white
tan, not a
shirt
tan
and I just
fella.
looked like an angel, like just like an outline of white.
That's what they call you,
Then-
Angel.
Yeah.
So Friday, I'm like, okay, I'll wear a black shirt. Complete
Yeah.
opposite.
No.
It worked, except the fact that I looked even more pale than I did before. Like it was awful.
Like a checker.
Like, because I mean,
board.
I'm not, you know, you're a fair skinned guy. Like,
Right.
I'm not. But here in this lighting,
You are.
Yeah.
oh
I
boy,
don't know. I've been to the beach. Look how tan I look.
he looked the same.
Does anybody out there go to, wherever they buy their light bulbs, Lowe's, Home Depot,
Yeah.
light bulb store?
St. Gabriel Hardware, shout out to the local.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out. Does anybody go there and be like, yep, I'm going to buy the white lights?
You're saying not the warm ones? but like the
because you got white, you got yellow,
like
bright white is what it's called.
Yeah, they got bright white, they got white, they got yellow.
That. Nobody wants that.
I don't.
Does anybody? Why do they sell them?
They have yellow.
Yellow. You got yellow. You got the warm lights, the ones that don't suck.
Yeah.
In my house.
You got any of them yellow lights?
I just don't understand because usually there's more of the white ones, the bright white.
That's because nobody bought them.
Like, why are they stocking them?
I don't know.
Like, I get it in an industrial. If you got a radio studio, like if maybe you're
I don't really know.
Or like a vanity.
Yeah, maybe you're
a girl,
an artist who sells their work on TikTok. I don't know.
What you have a
like
ring
you got to
light
take
for.
some pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you got a ring light.
Yeah, we just need like ring light. I think it'd be better.
But like white light does not do anything for anybody.
In our kitchen, in our house, the lights came this way. Every light in our house is like the warm white, right?
Okay, yeah.
Right over, we have like this little it looks like a chopping block. It's like an island style thing. Right above it are these low hanging lights, and they're like the LED white. Now I never use them, but like if you turn them on, it's those. Everything else is normal. It's like. But like they're these weird like tube style lights. I don't know how to change them. I just never turn them on.
That's gross. You just gotta. A lot of times they're like really tiny. So you just gotta pop it off. There's gonna be serial number on there. Google the serial number. It'll bring you up to some sort of user manual. It's gonna tell you all you need to know.
Danny and I used to get on to Danny when he was the video producer because like that light over there where you're sitting like would just be hella bright.
The lights and also
the
angle.
You gotta turn that down.
The angle of the camera of me and Tay, that like this one that he has up on the screen right now, terrible camera.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
y'all
even
have
really
warm
see
lighting.
us.
Y'all have a little bit of warm
We have a little
lighting.
bit of warm lighting,
Yeah.
and I look pretty tan. But
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm usually tan with
I
you,
look-
but
yeah.
not here.
No.
Not in this light.
When we were training for the combine here at Tom Shaw's Training Academy in Orlando, Florida, we trained at the Wide World of Sports at Disney.
You loved it.
And he used to yell at the lineman, before you go to the combine, go get a spray tan.
Yeah, for sure.
He said because tan fat looks better than white fat.
Yes.
It does every time.
Yes. If you can't tone it, tan it.
That's exactly right.
Nice. I like
Yeah.
that. Print the shirts.
Yeah.
I didn't come up with
We had to do that too in Tempe.
Yeah.
We either you work out with your shirt off and you get that tan that way.
Yes.
Yep.
Or like because we were on the campus of Arizona State, it's like you go get a spray tan.
Yeah.
So I just worked out with my shirt off. I'm like, I'm not. Yeah.
That's what you got to do when you got to
Spray
stand
tan.
in front of a bunch of grown-ass men with a jockstrap on.
Imagine that.
Let them stare at
Not
you.
only like to our listeners, imagine.
Can you do a 360?
Yeah,
Oh,
not
slow
that
one.
is crazy.
A
Not,
slow 360.
not just
Do it the
one
other way
time
now.
for me. Like at the Senior Bowl
Touch your toes.
and at the combine. You are in a room full of like the highest executives in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like 20 rows deep
Yeah.
of people. And Jacob Hester, running back, Louisiana State University, and you walk out there and you got a girdle on.
No.
And you gotta do your arms out. You gotta kind of like do like a little twist. They give like height and weight and
Don't they
like, all
measure
that.
your hand
Look,
there?
They measure right, like they measure
do the
everything
hand
right there, and then they say it to the crowd. Can you imagine like if T-Bob would have had to go through that process? T-Bob 6'4", 295, 9-inch hands. Repeat, 9 inches.
9.5 shoe.
T-Bob's unplugging the
women's?
microphone like shh.
That's
Just write
crazy.
it down.
It
That
is-
feels super
It
unnecessary
is
to me.
and I don't know if you did it because you were a quarterback. It doesn't really matter. Like they had those body fat percentage pods,
Yeah.
and you had to get in those. They got your body fat, and the body fat was also announced on stage.
Oh gosh.
Can you imagine some of those big boys? Like
A literal meat market.
that's what it was. Yeah.
I feel like
That feels
part of that though is
unnecessary.
like the
I wish they would just
mental
bid. What if they
aspect
just
of it.
bid right there?
No, that's
It's like-
what. But that's the thing is like, okay,
What it feels like.
this just feels very.
Raise your paddle, Jerry. Raise your paddle.
I'm not like accusing anybody of anything, but it feels very Diddy because like, to me, I just feel like these people are so rich, and they just get so bored that they're like, let's go look at these men in their
Yeah.
jock straps
I
and
had a
make
girdle.
them.
I had a girdle.
Yeah.
And all,
What's the
I didn't
difference?
go full jock strap.
Is there a difference?
Jock
Jock
strap
has like
is
like a.
yeah, you got your cheeks
Oh,
out
okay.
of jock
Okay,
strap.
okay.
cheeks are exposed.
But a girdle, you have it. covered.
Girdle's like
A girdle's
boy
like
shorts.
track
Okay.
shorts
For a
that you
girl.
could like put
You know
pads
what I mean?
in if
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like thong versus.
I feel like
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Thong
in the world
versus
of like
Spanx. There you go.
in the world of
The
yoga
Spanx or the
pants
girdle?
and now yoga shorts, I think the girdle's more normalized. Like it's a normal thing now.
True.
Right? Yeah.
True.
So it's not that
Yeah,
big.
it's
Deal.
like
I just
yeah.
didn't. In my head, I had something different for a girdle. Like I guess I thought a girdle and a jock strap were the same.
No, it's
thing.
like yoga shorts. A good way to
Yeah.
put it.
Did you
Yeah.
did you wear a girdle? Plain?
Jock strap, girdle on top of that pants.
Yeah. I always thought it was wild. Like
Yeah.
in the all the new technology that came out with uniforms and compression shorts and ways to keep your boys intact.
Yeah.
Of the people that would play tackle football in the NFL with just a straight up old school jock strap underneath their pants, like
Well,
jock
like a
strap,
jock strap,
like
though.
like a not even a new one, like with the rubber strands like kind of sticking out,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like
for
because
sure.
it like some strands had popped and stuff.
It just felt
like
right.
go in the drawer.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't their own personal one.
Yeah.
They'd go in the drawer of the the XLs or whatever.
Yeah. True.
So
Big true. Used jock
We're
straps.
talking about.
Oh, they're used.
Some people would
Well, they
grab
were
the used
Some
ones.
of our
But
some
washed.
of our girdles were used. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, so like even in Green Bay was the worst about like
That's
uniforms
sick.
and like letting
Yeah.
you take things home.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there was a big drawer of socks, girdles, jock straps, and they would just wash them. You'd
Mhm.
throw them in the bin, and
That's
they'd wash
so
them.
nasty.
Even in the NFL,
So
Yeah.
did y'all did that all the
I
way
never
up to the
wore.
NFL?
Like, I never one time.
I did. I wore
a
I wore
jock
jock
strap.
strap, girdle, pants.
I
In
was
my
just wondering, like,
career of playing football,
do
never
people
one jock strap.
still
Oh, I
do
did.
it?
Yeah.
Probably.
I just know,
That's the
like,
thing.
when y'all were in the NFL,
and I know we gotta,
was
I know we got to kind of
Yeah,
stay
yeah,
on
so
clock
we got-
here.
we do.
One last thing, and I'm going to send Taylor a picture of this. In the 94 maybe Sugar Bowl, a bowl gift for the Florida Gators, a custom jock strap,
that's awesome.
Initials.
and I've got a
Initials on
picture
the
from
front?
Doring to prove it. He
No.
sent it to me one day. I'll send it to Tay.
Unbelievable.
All right, let's take a break on time. Look at us, because when we come back, New Orleans Saints offensive lineman Will Clapp will join us right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com for your home, for your business. They need to be picking up your trash. They are the most dependable. They are going to give you that so very important reminder.
Ooh.
Hey, my guy, put out the trash so you don't get in trouble. Like that itself, like if that's the only thing they did, it would be worth the price of admission. But then you get the customer service on top of that. You get the, hey, it's a holiday, but we're still going to make sure your trash gets picked up. So, I mean, so many different things that they're going to be able to help you out with, again, at your home, at your business. Go to the website today to sign up. That is trashrangers.com.
Yeah, we were out of town all week last week, so like trash still came.
Yeah.
Trash still came and picked up, and I'm usually the one that takes the trash out, but thank God for weekly reminders, right? Reminded my wife and everyone to get the trash out. So whether it's residential, business, commercial, industrial, whatever it is, give them a call, see how they can help you, let them size it, let them help you. Trashrangers.com.
BREC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BREC, your #1 park system in the nation.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Parish Construction and Roofing. This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs. From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. Rev Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. And as we said throughout the show, it is here. It is football season. It is training camp time. Excited to catch up with one of our guys, former LSU All-SEC player, now going into year number 8 in the NFL, New Orleans Saints offensive lineman Will Clapp. What's up, Will? How we doing, man?
What's going on, fellas? Appreciate y'all having me on.
How in the hell are you going into year number 8 already?
Make us feel
that
old.
Does not feel like that's even possible.
Y'all must feel old because I was a little kid when y'all were crushing Florida. So I mean, no, man, number 8, it's flown by quick, man. Yeah, I think I've gone at this year at a time, but after every season, you kind of move the bar, and excited to go after year number 8 now.
So what's it like going into training camp now, going into year number 8? Because Flynn and I were telling kind of training camp stories. Like when you get older in your career, it's a little bit different. You have like a different mindset entering training camp. Like, so for you, what is that mindset now as you're going into year number 8? You're an established veteran. You're a vested veteran in the NFL. Is anything different for you?
I was just telling the guys, like, the nerves stay the same. Like, I'm still just as nervous, excited just to get going as I was when I was a rookie. But there's also, I'm confident in, what I do now. Like, I've figured out who I am as a player. And I also, found my role. And one thing I've, enjoyed over this past couple of years is not only, doing my thing, but also helping, these younger guys figure out, what they're good at and, how to establish their role in the NFL, kind of like what some older guys did for me when I was younger.
Yeah, there's a big difference going into training camp, just from like a mental and pressure standpoint of like you just have to focus on your physical job now instead of like learning how to be a pro, learning offenses. Like there's a huge pressure off your back. But like I'm curious as to this is your second tenure with the Saints, 4 years with the Saints. Spent some time with the Chargers, last year with the Bills. Now we're back in New Orleans, and there's been obviously new coaching change. Like, is there any familiar faces or things that you see now that you're like, all right, that's the same, or has everything just been kind of like a wholesale change?
No, I've been pretty lucky. So I played for Kellen in 2023 in LA. Coach Nugent, our O-line coach, I've had him when I was at the Saints my first run. I was hit with him in 2 years in LA. So I've kind of been lucky in the terms of like I've already been in this offense. I've almost been like a sounding board for these current guys of like trying to figure out what's going on because I've already been through it, going through it in 23, knowing, just being with Nugent my whole career. So like you said, I'm going to this camp kind of hitting the ground running just from a familiarity standpoint, and just worrying about putting my best product on the field physically every day, because I feel like mentally, I've already gone through the ups and downs of figuring out a new playbook, back in 23 with Kellen.
What is the plan for you this year, Will? Because obviously the center position is going to be, the one that's out in front, but you've played everything. Like, you've played tight end. I mean, I remember watching you your first time with the Saints. It's like you're reporting. I feel like every time you're going in there and you're playing some tight end stuff, like what do you feel like the plan is going to be for you this time around with the Saints?
I think it's be a similar deal. It's anything and everything. If you're a backup in this league, you need to be able to play multiple spots. It's something that I got lucky enough that Coach Miles, when I was at LSU, he was always big on having guys like me and Posick, be able to play a bunch of different spots. So, I mean, I literally freshman year played right guard, sophomore year played left guard, played center my junior year. And that's, I think, helped me in the NFL. And as a backup, you need to be able to play multiple spots. Like you said, I played tight end. So it's really just anything I can do to, make myself valuable to make this roster every year.
Yeah, so Will, I kind of heard once you signed with the Saints, I heard you talk a few times and say, like, when you heard Kellen Moore was getting the job, like you were hopeful that they would reach out and something could happen, y'all could make it work. I kind of want to know, like, as Louisiana in a whole, like, gets familiar with Kellen Moore as a head coach for the Saints, like, we all want to see what the product looks like on the field, but what made you excited to want to rejoin with him and the offense that you're going to get, like, immersed back into?
Yeah, I think the most exciting thing about Kellen, as a play caller when I was with him in 23 was, he gave us the control to, make things happen on the field. And he showed us, the utmost confidence, even when we weren't getting it done on the field. I mean, you guys have been in these games where, let's say you're not running the ball well and, your coach just abandons it. You're just like, all right, well, it's the second quarter and this is like a 2-minute drill now because we're not running the ball well.
Yeah.
Like, Kellen would just come up to us on the O-line and be like, hey, guys, I'm still calling it, so figure it out. Like, I know y'all are going to get this done. Like those small little moments, like, he never has a panic. He never changes. Things are going well, things are going bad. He's the same guy. I'm excited just to be back around that. And, the staff he's put together, I love my time with Nuss. Also just being able to chop it up about LSU football with him. It's always a highlight of my day, being with Nuge and the rest of the guys. So it's an exciting staff. It's, and I think, Kellen being at the forefront, he's creating a great environment for us.
Well, I kind of want to go back to you talking about playing multiple positions and you've had to kind of do it all. Well, a guy like Trevor Penning is going to maybe have to do some different things. He's played a lot of tackle. He's going to try to probably play some guard this year. Like, are those conversations maybe that you've already had or that you will have with him saying, hey, this was my mindset when I went into a game because I could have played 3 different positions in any given game that I went into?
Yeah, just talking with Trev about the position change, I mean, he's really embraced the guard move. Trev's a super talented guy, and, some of the stuff we've seen in OTAs, I mean, we didn't have any live periods, but in the individual periods where, we're honing in on the technique, I mean, this guy's a freak. I'm super excited to, watch him develop and, help any way I can. I know Nuge and TJ and Ja, there's some great guys to, be able to mentor this guy. And he's already played a ton of ball, and I think his best football is still ahead of him. I think this is his 4th season. Finally getting to play inside, and this dude, when he gets you in a phone booth, he's going to beat you up. So these dudes are going to be closer to him. I'm excited to see what he can go through this season, and hopefully this leads to a big contract and lets him be the player that we all thought he was going to be coming out.
Will, I can't not go an interview without asking something about quarterbacks, right? So you got 2 young guys that are playing and competing right now, and I don't want to know about anything specifically about that quarterback competition, but having yourself and other really vested veterans leadership can always help a young quarterback or any young player come in and have to step in and take on a role, especially position of all positions, the starting quarterback role. What have you seen from the young quarterbacks as far as just diving into a new offense and trying to take, some sort of leadership role, vocal role within the team, within the offense?
Yeah, I mean, these guys have been great all throughout OTAs. They've, it seems like they're attached to, Scotty and Nuss's hip on just trying to, get every bit of information they can. And, there wasn't much like live team periods. They had a couple 7-on-7s, but, we weren't doing live bullets with pass rush and everything. But I think the thing they did the best job of in OTAs was becoming, just close with all the guys. I mean, between Spence, Tyler, Jake, they all, every day just trying to do something with all of us. I mean, y'all know how OTAs go. It's golf central. So the boys were golfing every day. We were all just like getting to know each other, man. Yeah, the rounds go crazy in OTAs, but we, that's the part that I feel like, especially for QBs, is just getting to know everybody and being great friends with all these guys because the relationships matter, especially with your receivers and all that. So I think they embrace that role. I think they're all excited to compete, and the competition I'm excited to see during this camp.
Now, Will, I know you are splitting time, I believe, through New Orleans and California, but you've gone through training camps at LSU. You've done them there for the Saints in some of the hottest places in America, and you got spoiled like I did. When I went to training camp in San Diego, it's like, this is the easiest thing I've ever done. Are we ready? Are we mentally ready to get back into the heat and humidity of a South Louisiana training camp?
I'm ready for it, but I won't say I'm gonna love the heat of like you said. I mean, I was in Newport Beach for 2 years for training camp, and it felt like winter out there. I mean, I've had Christmas is hotter than what we were doing in training camp there. And then I was in Rochester, New York last year for camp. So it's definitely be different, but like I said, the motivation is still the same. Being in this league so long, it's an addictive thing. Just being in the locker room and wanting to keep your career going. So I'm just as excited, Newport or New Orleans.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to lie to us about the heat, dude. Like, I get it. I was in Green Bay for 1 year, and I came back to try to do 110s with a team at LSU during the summer. 1 year.
Yep.
And I couldn't make it past 6 or 7. I was like, nah, this isn't for me anymore. My body had just shut off being in the heat. So
we're about to go run conditioning tests in a little bit, and it's nowhere near what we did with the 110s.
NFL conditioning tests are kind of a joke.
Wait, Moffitt's not going to be out there yelling at you, whispering sweet nothings?
Yeah, I was part of that group that ran 32 110s in one conditioning test day, and then we did a leg workout after. So, yeah, I won't be going through that today. It's amazing the things you can do when you're 19 or 20 years old.
Very true.
It is true. So, all right. So this is what I'm really curious about. Have we talked technique? I know we haven't run it because we don't have pads on yet. I say we. We're Saints people over here. Right?
Yeah.
So y'all haven't worked because you don't have pads on, but have y'all talked technique, scheme? What's the X's and O's look like of a tush push?
Of a tush push. So we haven't talked about tush push yet.
Oh man.
I know tush push, they told us they have specific drills they do.
Oh yeah.
They have not showed it to us.
Okay.
I'm excited to see.
You're going to be in there. Like if there is a situation of a tush push, you'll be in there, right? There's no doubt.
I mean, would be pretty cool. I mean, obviously I think what makes the tush push what it was for the Eagles was Jason Kelce just being an absolute freak. But I'm excited to see they said they have specific drills they did for us. So I'm excited to see the film on it.
All right. Well, last one before we let you go, and we truly appreciate the time. Brother Martin, Jesuit, our boss Gordy Rush, proud Jesuit alum. He wants to know how we feeling this year.
I'm feeling good. We got some good athletes. Got a 5-star receiver at Brother Martin. I'll definitely be locked in for that game. I got Foster.
I was about to say, will you and Foster have some kind of a bet towards that game? I mean, hell, y'all can even go to the game.
We'll definitely go to the game. No betting though. Foster, you guys know him. He's gonna be messing with me 24/7 until this game. So I'm hoping the Satyrs can get this
on
done.
the screen right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised Foster's not fighting his way. Yeah, I know. Hey, Will.
If he knew I was on the screen, he would be in here trying to overtake us.
All right, last real quick question. What was that one place to eat in New Orleans that, when you were there your first 4 years, you're this is a place I hammered every other week? Or, when you signed back, you're that's the place I'm excited that I can frequent now instead of going there once every now and then when I'm back home.
I would say my spot, my family's always gone to is Impastato's, a little Italian joint in Metairie. We eat there a ton. So yeah, right when I got back, called Mr. Joe and we went over there and ate. And it's like I can't eat there a ton because I got to watch the weight these days. But whenever I get a break, I'm definitely heading over there.
Got to make weight.
No doubt. Hey,
Every
Will,
Tuesday.
we appreciate the time, man. Obviously been following your career, LSU, Saints, Chargers, Bills, back to New Orleans. 8 years in the NFL, man. That is a hell of an accomplishment. So congrats on that, and congrats on being back in New Orleans and continued success, man.
I appreciate it, guys.
All right, there he is, Will Clapp. Used to be an intern back in the old days, way before I got on OTB of OTB.
Sweet.
Yeah, him and DJ Chark, I believe, they were both interns.
A little summer internship.
I believe they were. So, again, back in the beginning days of OTB. So, shout out to Will Clapp, 8 years in the NFL. That is a big, big accomplishment there.
That's huge, man.
All right, we'll step away, and when we come back, we'll be joined by LSU defensive coordinator Blake Baker right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com. That's a website for Pelican Roofing, and they, right there on the homepage, let you know all you need to know about their business. 5-star reviews, Google, Facebook, Yelp, all right there. It's literally the first thing you see. But also, explore the website. If you want an instant roof quote, your home or your business, you go top right corner, you click on it, you type in your address, it gives you an outline of your roof and a really good idea of what it would cost to replace your roof. And speaking of cost, check out the financing options. It is right there. It is a tab on the homepage. Click on it. They've got some great deals going on when it comes to financing because, as we all know, having a roof and having the proper roof on your home is something that you have to have, and they're going to help you out and help you get it.
Yeah, and just with offices in Baton Rouge and Lafayette, they will actually dedicate a project manager to your job and your job only. So give them a call. Service and quality of PelicanRoof.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook, the Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Locked in on LSU Football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Let's go now to one of our guys, LSU defense coordinator Blake Baker. Coach, always a pleasure. Hope you're doing well. Training camp is upon us. Coach, what training camp is this for you between playing at Tulane, coaching over the years? Like, do we have a number of what training camp this is for you?
In college football, I guess it'd probably be year altogether, year 20, I think.
All right, so
getting old, man.
I know, Coach. Hey, we both hit 40 over here, me and Flynn. So we feel that. But I asked that because I would assume you probably have like the same feeling. Maybe it's different as a player and a coach. I've never been a coach, but we were talking about it didn't matter like year 4, 5, 6 in the NFL, whatever. Like there's still this feeling in your gut. And look, it's a good feeling. Like football is upon us, but like 20 years in, do you still get that same feeling?
Yeah, it's kind of a mix of butterflies, of excitement and anticipation, and anytime, especially like, and I always go back to whenever I first started playing. You couldn't have freshmen come in early in the summers. Summers overall were probably 50-50 because schools didn't necessarily pay for summer school. Yeah. So kind of that anticipation build up of seeing the guys again. And I think if you start to lose that feeling, it's probably time to hang it up.
All right. I think everybody has this, Coach, but like a training camp story from your playing days. Oh. And like we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, there was one practice where and this was at LSU, like every running back went down with cramps, like Ali Broussard, Justin Vincent, like all these guys, like they just kept cramping and they were out of practice. And so it was me and Sean Jordan, who we both played fullback, but I was playing some tailback, and we just rotated fullback and tailback. Like Sean had no tailback experience, but it's all we had left. And so first team, second team, third team, it didn't matter. We were just rotating. And like, that was one of those days that ended up in like 25 IVs, in the locker room. And you can't really even do that anymore. But I have to imagine that you have one of those training camp stories.
Oh yeah. Again, back when we played, you had freshmen, you had 3 days of freshman camp, and we actually went away. When I was at Tulane, my first 2 years, we went to St. Paul's in Covington and did fall camp there. Then my third year, we went to Southeastern before they brought back their football team there on Strawberry Field. But I'll never forget, and I want to say it was at Southeastern. I know it was one of the places that we traveled to for camp. But after some practices, in between 2 days, of course, you had to get that lift in too, right? And man, I remember a guy on our team was in the middle of a bench press and full body cramp, just locked up, and the bar just laid there on his chest, and you're like, man, like you said, that wouldn't happen nowadays, But we've all had those days, especially in South Louisiana. You could try to beat the heat, but obviously you're doing 2 days and you're getting in there, starting before the sun came up and ending when the sun was going down, so it made for long days. But I do remember that was it was kind of really scary, to be honest with you, watching a guy full body cramp with the bench press bar in his hand.
Yeah, so when we were playing, and everybody on the team, well, not everybody, but there's like 20, 30 guys that had mopeds. And so I was one of these guys that had a moped. I'd zoom around from my dorm or whatever to the locker room. And I was walking to my moped after training camp practice, and I'm a quarterback now, right? So all we do is like play catch and run around a little bit. But like I was walking, and I just felt a little twitch in my calf. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't jump on my moped right this second. I walked back in the training room, full body cramp, the worst, most excruciating pain. I was like, thank God. If I was on my moped right now, full body cramp, I'd be laid out like at the circle right now.
Yeah.
So thank God.
You probably have a pretty scratched up face. You're just controlling it once you lock up.
That's right. Maybe career would have been over right there off the Toyota moped. Coach, I want to talk about your defense a little bit. Jake and I had the opportunity at SEC Media Days last week to talk with Chris Hilton, Nussmeier, and your guy, Whit Weeks. And I want to ask you, like, just watching Whit control a room, watching him talk with the passion, I looked at Jake and I was like, man, I think I would die for this guy right now. Like, he's got me fired up. Like, have you ever been around a player that has such an infectious, positive attitude that just around the aura that he carries himself with?
No, he's very unique in that way, and especially it was interesting watching as the year went on. Sometimes guys let success go to their head or change a little bit. Like he's still the same Whit Weeks today that he was, when I first came in last spring. But you're exactly right. When you talk about his positivity, like he brings that even when it's 103 degrees out on a practice field and everybody's tired. He's really never negative, to be honest with you. And I think our guys feed off of that. And really, it's something that we try to pride ourselves in, as far as being positive and uplifting and not necessarily dragging each other down. But he's the epitome of it. He does it as well as anybody I've ever been around.
It's a group that's got a lot of players, and you and I have talked about this, a lot of guys that I would consider meatheads, again, term of endearment.
Right.
But I feel like in this defense, like it's important to have those guys. It's important to have those guys, like Flynn said, like I think I'd die for this guy. Well, I think Whit and I think West and I think Piper, like all those guys would die for LSU's defense. And it feels like you've got a great combination of those guys mixed with some just raw talent, mixed with some young guys, mixed with guys from kind of all over the place. It feels like a better mixture of personalities this year.
Oh, for sure. I think it's probably spread out across the board, like you just talked about, when you've got a really, really good, strong group of upperclassmen mixed in with some younger classmen that have played some football as well. But those guys, they spend more time in the weight room and out on the field running 110s than they do, in practice, especially this time of year. So to see those guys in that leadership, getting out there for some team runs this summer and watching them, man, it's imperative. And the unselfishness, like there's again, we have a lot of really good players in my opinion, but they're all bought into one common goal. So that makes it we got a chance to have a special unit based off of those things.
Yeah, Coach, and y'all did a really good job this offseason in the transfer portal. You bring in Patrick Payton, you bring in Mansour Delane, Tamarcus Cooley to secure some spots on the defense. Tell me what that process is and just integrating them with two, guys personality-wise, but more importantly, into your scheme.
Yeah, I think it starts. I think our personnel department does an outstanding job with evaluating the type of talent that we feel is a really good fit for what we do defensively. And then it's kind of like speed dating once you're in the transfer portal process. But the one thing I'll say is the advantage you have from a transfer portal process is usually somebody on that staff, whether it be a strength coach, whether it be somebody on the support staff, usually somebody that you've worked with prior, and you can really get a fair assessment. And sometimes their assessment isn't always true as well, just because some guys need a fresh start. And so you got to take all those things into consideration. But throughout that entire process, you have to make sure that they're a fit for the culture. And all those guys that you mentioned have been A+. It's been, again, really, really fun because we needed some upperclassmen, to be honest with you, too. And these guys have come in humble and hungry. And it's been fun to watch the integration of the current players that we had before they arrived, and then once they got here, it's been pretty seamless.
Well, Blake, like you said, like you had a chance to see them in the weight room and running 110s, but now here coming up, they're going to be in pads. It's going to be football activities. Which position group, with all the new coming into this LSU defense, and you pair it with guys that were here, which position group do you think you'll eye hustle the most, like in that first week of training camp, to kind of, because you got a belief of what they are and what they can be, but now you want to see it in pads. Which group are you probably going to maybe watch the closest, I guess, that first week of camp?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably twofold. I think the safeties, especially with A.J. Halsey coming in, most of the guys we had through spring practice, so you have somewhat of an expectation of those guys going into the fall camp. But I think the safety position and the defensive tackle position, same thing. We got some new guys that weren't here in the spring. When you look at Bernard and the two freshmen, Buddy Mathis and Brandon Brown, not having a chance. Outside of that, for the most part, and really the young guys at linebacker, I'm really intrigued to see, what those three incoming freshmen do. Again, we had Charles Ross here. So, but overall, I'd say the safety position is probably what I'll be and most interested in. And seeing how those guys gel. I think you have to have such chemistry back there together. And we've been mixing and matching them this summer. And I think it'll be an intriguing position battle.
Hey, Coach, I'm curious as to kind of your schedule once training camp starts with your installation and then how that kind of flips over to game planning. Of course, you're going to install base defenses, teach them the foundation of what you want to do, and then kind of get into like the more detailed and intricate things after that. But like week one, you never want to like look ahead or game plan. But of course, you face a mobile guy, dual threat kind of guy with a kid club. And do you start like integrating those types of defensive philosophies and schemes earlier on because of what you're going to face first game?
Yeah, to be honest with you, that last week of spring ball, we started introducing, Clemson and some of their base plays and honestly some of their problem plays just to kind of get a look at what we think we might like going into fall camp. So, and I think, Coach Kelly's been open and talked about it. It's something that we've talked about with our guys throughout spring, throughout summer. So, really when it comes to installation, a lot of it's going to be based on when that specific day, early on, Matt, is what I'm talking about. That specific day comes up on the install schedule, whether it be, day one, for instance. And again, from when we played to now, the installation process and the acclimatization process has really changed. I think it's like 60 or 65% of all camp injuries come in the first 2 days.
Yeah.
We've gotten much smarter and I don't want to use the word easing guys into it, but our practices the first couple of days are generally shorter so they can get acclimated. Again, they've had all summer, but as we all know on this phone call, man, once you start really chasing the rabbit, man, you kick those hamstrings into extra gear. And so I think, from a base installation standpoint, we'll be very similar to really how we were in the spring and how the summer. And then once we start getting into probably about week 2.5, we'll really start probably flipping that switch a little bit.
As Matt mentioned, we were at SEC Media Days last week, and BK got up there, and he's like, hey, we're not hiding from the fact that we're playing Clemson in week number one. Talked about having Paul Prince around the facility, 1-0 around the facility. That is a little bit different, but I got to be honest, like I really like that. And Matt and I, in our time, we played – I think 3 Power 4 opponents in our 4 years of playing here. And I always Coach, hey, let's don't try to hide from who the opponent is. And I hadn't really seen that in years past when LSU's had these big-time openers. So it seems like it's a point of emphasis to know who the opponent is.
Yeah, I think, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, right? And so, I think that's the coolest thing about Coach Kelly, man. He's always learning. He's always adapting. I think he does it year to year based off the opponent. Also, who is on our current roster. And I think we have a very mature roster that can handle, us. Some when you have a young team, sometimes you can build it up too much, right? And so I think he does a fantastic job with that, but I'm excited about it. I know we're doing some things differently in fall camp, and we haven't gotten necessarily into the nuts and bolts of what those things are going to be, but again, I think it's just created a little more sense of urgency with our guys too.
Yeah, Coach, real quick, tell us about how your new defensive line coach, Kyle Williams, has just kind of like dove in and been a part of the staff, the recruiting, just how he's jumped in and really kind of helped us. I was roommates with him for a year in college. I was teammates with him in Buffalo for a cup of coffee. When y'all hired him, I was like, man, I don't want to say this was an amazing hire because he instantly brings experience, but just motivation to guys. So how has he been around the facility?
Man, he's the one thing that's very, very impressive about Coach Williams is how proactive he is at attacking things that he might not necessarily know. And sometimes as a college coach has been doing it a while, you take granted, and I'm talking about the little things like how to do an expense report for recruiting, or even how you go about booking your flight. And man, that dude he's really self-sufficient. He figures stuff out on his own very, very quickly. He's very smart. And again, man, when you've had a guy that's played 13 years, been an All-Pro, was an All-American at the school you're at, I think he has instant credibility with our guys. And I think it's actually even improved throughout the spring as they've gotten to know him, because he coaches them, hard, but he loves them just as hard and will do anything for them. And I think those guys realize that pretty quickly in the process.
All right, Coach, last one. We had you on a couple of weeks ago. You said that it felt like Perk and Witt were both progressing exactly where they needed to be to start training camp. Does it feel the same way, good to go as we hit the ground running here?
Yeah, both guys are fully cleared, and the one thing I've talked to both of them about is we're obviously going to be smart with them in fall camp, and they can't be too big of a meathead where, like, no, Coach, I'm good, right. and you're really not. So it's something, when you talk about kind of position group-wise, like who I'm going to be making sure I'm paying attention to, I'll definitely, and it helps having experience with both those guys with making sure that they look crisp. And with today's technology and everything, and with GPSs, we can find out very, very quickly from a analytical standpoint as well. But no, right now, they've had outstanding summers. Both are moving at full speed, and again, we're smart with the volume, especially early on with them.
They have GPSs on them. When we were all playing college football, we had to print off MapQuest to go from place to place. Quite the different times there. Hey, Blake, you're the man. We appreciate it. I know you got like literally days before you really get into, shutting the door, throwing away the key, football mode. So we appreciate you giving us a couple minutes.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. Always good to talk. We'll talk soon.
All right, there he is. LSU defensive coordinator Blake Baker. We'll take this break, recap what Blake was talking about there when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com, All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. Truly the one-stop shop, buying new, leasing, and renting. Every single vehicle is available in all three processes. And you can say, well, yeah, of course, when you're buying new. And honestly, that's not even really the case. Sometimes we go to the lot and you're like, hey, I want this because y'all offer it. It's like, well, we can order that. We'll have it like in 3 months. It's not the case over at All-Star. So buying new, leasing, sometimes you'll get like maybe one in each category. And then when you're renting, you get like 3 total. Like, hey, you got a car, maybe you get a midsize SUV, and maybe you get a truck. That's not the case. Everything is available in all 3 of those processes over at All-Star. So if you're renting, call Miss Lisa Sessions today in that rental department, or just go to the website. It is allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
Yeah, if you're on the fence, if you're even thinking about a new car, or upgrading, or maybe your car just got a lot of miles on it and it's time for a change, go to their website. Explore all the models, makes, everything. Go see what they have on the lot right now. Go visit them, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
BREC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BREC, your #1 park system in the nation.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Guess you don't know this one either, huh?
Got this one. Sorry, I didn't know.
It wasn't
track
like,
10 of Oasis.
It wasn't not like track 10. It was track 3.
I think it's
Track 3.
or the.
Is it even on their greatest hits album? Do they have more than one album?
Yes, they have 2, and actually, no, they have more than 2, but they have 2 really good ones.
Yeah. Look,
What's
they got in
the
a fight.
story?
They were brothers.
Morning
Everybody
Glory.
has 2.
All right, I do apologize somewhat, but look, when you have LSU's defensive coordinator, you're not going to go 10 minutes. You're going to go 20 minutes. That's what we did.
Sports!
So we'll make up for it in hour number 3. Nick Underhill, New Orleans Football.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Go ahead and book that appointment. We say it every single time we tell you about Goodwood. Why would you sit there and have an issue and just live with it when there is a company here locally in Baton Rouge that will help you get to the bottom of it? You should not live life with fear or embarrassment, right? The embarrassing thing is to not get it fixed. So go to yourgoodwood.com, set up a consultation. You go, you meet with them, you have some labs drawn, and you figure it out. You get to the bottom line of whatever your issue might be. So many different things also they can help you out with. So I always encourage you, go to the website, find a full list of services, yourgoodwood.com.
Yeah, we all have these human bodies and things go wrong. So why not call somebody, an expert, just to consult, see what they can do. Go check out their services online right now. Call them, see what they can do. yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Tuesday, July 22nd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 91 in hour 3 of today's show. We'll talk some NFL football as Nick Underhill of New Orleans Football hops on to preview the New Orleans Saints training camp. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Goal!
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in hour number 3, OTB here on this Tuesday morning. We were at SEC Media Days last week, and I know Tay had a chance to catch up with Nick on Friday, but very excited to get Nick back on because it is training camp time, and that is Nick Underhill. New Orleans Football joins us now. And Nick, when we were playing, like, we had certain feelings about training camp. There was some excitement, but there was also some, we got to go stay in a dorm or a hotel for training camp for a month. But for you, somebody that looks forward to this like all day, every day, because now football season is here, is this like basically Christmas morning for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the most exciting time of the year. And I think this one's maybe even a little more exciting than like it has been in previous years because it's just the weight of, the disappointment with Dennis Allen and Derek Carr and, all this stuff isn't on it right now. And nobody hates anything yet. And that'll probably come by like week 6. But I think for like a good, 6 weeks through training camp, 6 weeks of the season, people are going to be happy and they're going to be interested and it's all going to be new and unspoiled and unblemished. And yeah, I mean, it just kind of makes it, exciting. And look, we've been spending 6 months talking about the theory of this, the theory of that. What's Tyler Shutt going to look like? Can Trevor Penning play guard? Are they going to have a third wide receiver? Is Brandon Cooks any good? And it's like we start to get those answers, and there's like real things to talk about. So it's definitely like my favorite day of the year every year.
Does the Tyler Shutt guaranteed contract, might as well just dive right into it, does that do anything for the competition? Because for me, I'm just like, for me on the outside looking at, like, it doesn't, because second round picks now are getting guaranteed deals. That's just kind of what it is. And it's only $11 million. Like, I know a lot of people, like, they saw that, like, oh, Tyler Shuck, starting quarterback now. Like, that didn't do anything for me to say he's solidified as a starting quarterback.
No, I mean, I don't think that changes anything at all. I mean, the way that kind of got framed by a lot of people was very weird to me. You know, you're talking the guy in front of him got 100, the guy behind him got 95% guaranteed.
Yeah.
So you're talking about like a 5% difference somewhere in there, and that comes down to less than $1 million. So that doesn't change anything. The thing that I think changed the competition is when they drafted him with the 40th pick and they already had the other guy on the roster. That's what changed the competition. And, you know, I think the thing people don't realize is look, it's very possible that Spencer Rattler goes out here and he just looks amazing and he wins the job. But, like, he's going to have to knock him out. Like, he has to knock out Tyler Shuck. He does not win a decision. Right. He does not win anything that's close. Like, basically, the judges for this fight have been bought off. It's a crooked fight, and you're going to have to put Tyler Shuck on the mat. And that's the only way Spencer Rattler wins this. And he might, but, I mean, you know, when you make that investment and the other guy's on the roster, it's kind of a very telling thing about the way they're leaning. And they didn't pick Spencer Rattler. They picked Tyler Shuck. Like, that's his guy going into this year. Rattler might win it, but, I mean, it's going to have to be a decisive win. And for him to start every game this year, I mean, he would have to be just unbelievable, I think. So I think it's a tough battle for Rattler. Odds are against him. And, you know, I think it was just a draft pick that did it, not the contract.
Oh, it's okay. Hey, while we're talking with
back.
you, you're back?
No,
I cut his microphone off. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. To follow up on this is, I guess it's a two-part question. How does, you say Spencer Rattler has to knock him out? First part of the question is, how does he knock him out? Is it games? Is it practices? Is it both? Because, I mean, a guy can look great in a game and mediocre in practice, and fan base is like, oh, my God, look at this guy dominating the third quarter in, you know, game 2 or 3 of NFL preseason. So, in your opinion, like, what is that knockout punch that somebody has to deliver?
I mean, if Rattler gets in there, you know, I think it just has to be whenever he gets his opportunity to get in a game, and he would have to look like a top 20 NFL quarterback when he plays. So if he's starting, you know, week 1, it just has to be so undeniable that when we're coming on here, you know, Tuesday morning after week 1, week 2, week 3, we're all just like, yeah, there's no way you can take him out right now. And, you know, and I think you just have to keep up that momentum throughout the season whenever he gets that opportunity, because, like, they want to go to Tyler Shuck. They want to find out what they got. They want to see this guy that they looked at, they evaluated, they scouted, and saw something in. Like, either Rattler has to knock him out or Shuck has to knock himself out and do something to spoil the belief that they had in him. But, like, their penchant is going to be for him to be the guy that wins this job. And I think that's natural. Like, if you go out and you buy a car and you got one sitting in your driveway and you just happen to not trade it in, the next morning when you go out and you're looking at those cars, you're getting in the new one. That's the one you picked. I mean, I think that's just going to be how they kind of feel toward it. There's going to have to be a very compelling reason to not get into the new car.
Yeah. Do you think Tyler Shuck has to lose it in order to not be the day one starter?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's interesting because there's a lot of things at play here. Like, a lot of situations, you look at it and you say, yeah, like, start Brian Hoyer the first 4 games, let him go through it, let Shuck get used to, like, a pattern of a season, let Jacoby Brissett take the hit against Buffalo, and then put in the new guy. But we're talking about a situation where, like, they don't have Brian Hoyer. They don't have Jacoby Brissett. Like, this is 2 guys that have never won a game. And, like, if Shuck is obviously better in training camp, I think in a situation where you have a vet, you can tell it, like, hey, look, we're going to go with this guy, give him some time to get his feet underneath him. It's 2 guys that have never won a game in the NFL. And if Shuck is obviously the better guy, I don't know how you go look Tyrann Mathieu in the face and say, like, we're starting this other guy. And, you know, you guys got to get the ball for him. So I find it fascinating. But on the flip side of it, you look at the first 4 games of the schedule, and I think there's a compelling case for, if Shuck is your guy, like, allowing him to not go through the hardest part of the schedule while the team's kind of figuring out what it is, and put him in there after the Buffalo game, after those licks have been taken, when the schedule softens up, so that, you know, there's a smooth runway you get off. There's not, you know, the adversity as much. But he's also 26, and he's had a multitude of injuries. And I'm sure he sat in his dorm room or apartment or whatever, multiple nights throughout his college career and contemplated whether or not he was going to get healthy enough to play football again if he was ever going to get to the league. And that's a lot of adversity that he's been through. And I think he knows how to handle that stuff. So it's a unique situation. But yeah, I think Chuck has to lose it, and Rattler definitely has to be significantly better, because I think a coin flip, a 20% difference isn't enough. I think he has to be decisively better than Chuck to really get a real, genuine, you have a chance to be the guy type of opportunity.
At what point in training camp do you think they'll make a decision? From what you've heard, do you think it's hey, when it happens, or is it hey, 2 weeks in, 2.5 weeks, whatever that timeline might be, this is when we want to have our guy? Because I can't tell you my experience, because I never went through this in the NFL. The teams I played with, we all knew who the quarterback was. In college, a little bit we went through this, but you want to know, you want to know who your guy is going to be. I feel like heading into the back end of training camp, no?
There's a feeling in that building that if Chuck progresses the way he did throughout the summer, that probably by preseason week 1 that there might be some separation there. But again, these are people that are slanted towards him, and they want to see what they want to see, and they want to believe what they want to believe. So I think they want to call it as quickly as possible. I think if it's Chuck, if Chuck's the guy, I think they want to be able to make a call as soon as possible to just kind of build everything around him. Off you go, give him the best opportunity. If it stays close, obviously I think it goes all the way through, but that's where I going to my first point, about it. I think if Rattler has that separation, I think the door's still open for the other guy. And I think if Chuck has the separation, the door closes. I think those are the coin flips that you lose if you're the incumbent and you aren't the handpicked newcomer. So I think that they want to call it as quick as possible. I think it probably at least goes through the first preseason game. I don't know what it has to look like to be convinced for it. I just don't. As I handicap it, I don't know that I can envision a clear winner out of the. I thought Rattler looked really good all summer, and honestly, I think he's a little bit ahead going into it. I don't know what they would have to see to call it, but I think they want to call it as quickly as possible.
Let's play the what if game. And I know you want to probably stop talking quarterbacks, but we're not going to let you. So let's play the
This is all we're going to do for months. I'm ready for it.
That's right.
We're just getting you ready. We're getting you ready. All right, so let's play the what if game. What if both quarterbacks continue to progress, continue to look good, and they're both having success, not only in practice, but in games? So I would assume we might get in a situation where, hey, you know what? Spencer, you start game 1 preseason. Chuck, you start game 2 preseason. But they both have equal success. In some crazy, far-out scenario, can you 100% count out that they would not start a season in a dual quarterback situation?
I think they want to find out what they have. I can't rule that out for sure. And look, if both these guys are really good and they're both viable NFL starters, there's kind of a benefit to showcasing both of them too, just so that you could maybe trade one, when there's an injury before the deadline or something. So I think all that stuff is on the table. I do think for your own team, if it is Chuck, if one guy's convincingly better, I think you got to roll with one just for the future of the franchise. But no, I can't rule that out at all. And I think there could be some benefit to that for sure. You got two young guys. If they're both not the worst starter in the league, there is some trade value there somewhere.
Let's get away real quick. Sorry, Flynn, from the quarterback position. Would you agree that maybe the key position battles here in camp are going to be corner and maybe defensive tackle? Is there somewhere else that you would go if I gave you an option?
Yeah, defensive tackle one is a monster, especially adding Ballard to that mix. And it's really interesting because they went out and they got Vernon Broughton. I don't think anyone's talking really about Jonah Williams, but he was getting starter snaps during minicamp. That's another guy they brought in. Then they bring in Ballard. it kind of feels like they're remaking that position, and Colin Saunders and Nathan Shepard are like significantly on notice. At least, from my point of view, that's how it looks. We know Brzez's going to be in that mix, so they've brought in 3. Like, one of those guys, I would probably guess like doesn't make the team. Like, so I think that's a really good battle right there. I think wide receiver 3, 4, 5, like those are all pretty good battles. I think Cooks probably has 3 wrapped up, but Kevin Austin Jr. is a guy that I've liked quite a bit. Mason Tipton always practices well. Maybe he puts it together. There's a good battle there. Running back's a really good one behind Alvin. I don't know that we, have any idea who that's going to be. And I think safety's kind of interesting too. I had written off Jordan Howden a little bit just based on the usage last year. And then we go out to OTA's minicamp and he's the starting safety alongside Justin Reed. So, that one's going to be really interesting too. But you mentioned corner. I think Quincy Riley, and Ike Yadam is one of the more interesting things. And I think that carries long-term implications too. If Quincy Riley's any good, like maybe you got a starter there. So, yeah, I mean, I think there's like a lot of competition. The punter battle too, like that's way down the list. But, they bring in Burnup, and he was one of the better punters. And I think there's one at kicker too, Charlie Smith, the guy from Ireland. We've seen him hit like 72-yard field goals in practice. And, kind of the trajectory last year, it was the first time he ever played football in his life. And like the ball would kind of come off funny and like curve. And we go out there this year and like these things are straight darts. And they got that Cole's kicking camp going on right now. And there's all these NFL kickers out there. And I heard like on day one, he won the field goal competition against like legitimate NFL starters. So I think that's a good battle too.
All right, Nick, we had earlier in the show, we had Will Clapp on, kind of talking, kind of recapping like his time back in New Orleans and kind of off season and what they've been doing. And we were asking like some pointed questions about OTAs and minicamp, and he referred to it as golf season. So like they said, the guys are playing a lot of golf. So what's where do they go? Like, what's their golf courses of choice in the New Orleans area? I'm sure they got to get there kind of quick and come back. What are we doing? We're playing TPC? Where are they headed?
You are asking absolutely the worst person.
It's like asking me that question.
Golly, but I'm sure they're talking about it, like in the locker room after practices. Like, hey, man, meet me here. Nothing.
So 2 things. One, I've never played golf in my life. I've never asked a golf question in my life, except to Jake Hainer, who I've been told that he is a more talented natural golfer than he is at anything else he does in his life. And people that have seen him golf swear that he has a legitimate future in the PGA if he ever wants to go that direction. I've talked to him about that. Like it way down the road, I think it's something that he would actually consider. Like I've seen videos of like hole-in-ones that he's gotten before. Like I think he's like a legitimate good golfer, but like as far as golf tips or whatever, like no, I have no idea.
Come on, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
Can you please just ask Jake about it? Maybe he can come on this show and talk about it.
I mean, I don't know. Modeling might be something else for Hainer too.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Sounds like they have a good relationship going.
Pictures. I don't know. Last year he looked like Joey Lawrence in his little photo shoot that he did out there. Hey, speaking of like photo shoots and modeling, Alondra sent us this right when you were coming on. The Saints just released another brand new uniform. It looks like black helmets, the one that they've worn over the last couple of years, gold jerseys, and black pants. So the Saints get another uniform combo.
Let me. I have not seen this, so I got to see it.
Okay.
We knew something about the Saints.
We knew something about the Saints that Nick Underhill did not.
News
First
Nick.
Time that's ever happened. Well done. Well done, Alondra.
Golf and fashion, man. Like I'm not up on these. Like you guys got the edge on me on these. All right, I'm looking at it. I like it.
Okay.
My first reaction is a little ew.
I hate that black helmet still. Like I don't like the thick mohawk thing going down the middle. Like I don't like it.
Yeah.
The golds don't match.
They never do.
Like I don't understand why they can't figure this out. Like this is
it's
not bad. I don't love it though.
Yeah, it's like you go to Lowe's and you put it under the little microscope and it like tells you the color match and you get the paint from the sample that you bring in. Just put the gold under the color match.
Yeah, it's not that hard. Like you only got to take in like a flake too. Like you don't need to take in the whole stick, or like just get a little piece, and take it in, and they got you.
I do know from my experience with the Raiders and the Saints, I do know golds and silver, like anything shiny, is hard to match from two different materials.
Sure.
And you can obviously see this, but like I'm looking at Brandon Cook's picture there.
That's now DeMario
like,
Davis. We switched.
Well, I know a second ago, but like the single white skinny wristband was a choice for the modeling picture. That's the first thing that popped out to me. Is like,
it's not good.
I don't know if that works. Maybe not have the white T-shirt underneath either.
Yeah, that's true. The sleeves hanging out the jersey. Yeah,
that's a nasty look.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think he's a little bit more swaggy than that too.
It's like khaki and gold though. Like it's not even close. Like maybe you don't try to get it close so that it's just clear that you weren't trying to match it. I don't know.
True.
Dockers khaki.
All right, we'll continue to break it down. We broke news to Nick. That feels like a big win for OTB today. Nick, you're the man. We appreciate it every single week. Look forward to it. Every Tuesday, certainly here during training camp. And like I said, the 30th, so a little bit over a week today. I look forward to seeing you down there in New Orleans for camp.
All right, man. I'll see you down here.
All right, that is Nick Underhill, NewOrleans.football. Good enough to join us every single week. Speaking of football, flag football, tackle football, Elite Training Academy, BR.com is the website. Elite All-Star Football had their tackle camp starting last night. Incredible turnout. Like, it is the one place here in Baton Rouge if you want to play flag on an actual football field, and if you want to play tackle, go to Elite Training Academy, BR.com. Also lacrosse, indoor soccer, we can do it all over at Elite. NFL flag, the only one in Baton Rouge, right? What was on main ESPN this weekend? The NFL flag championships, right? And if you want to play NFL flag, Elite Training Academy, the only place in Baton Rouge to get that done. So look, you can qualify. You can qualify for that tournament that you saw on main ESPN. If you want to be representing Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and if you want to, have the Saints uniform, if that's the team that you get representing this area, you can do that. And again, the only place to play NFL flag is Elite Training Academy, BR.com, Elite Training Academy, BR.com. All right, we will step away, kind of react to that uniform. It's a choice.
Holy Vanderbilt.
I do want to play that Phillip Rivers video as well, so we do still have a lot coming your way. We'll get to your mailbag questions. Maybe we end today's show like mailbag / ask the bench to kind of wrap it up the final 30 minutes. Because, some people say it's the same thing. I don't really know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not.
It's not the same thing.
Not the same
one
thing.
is OTB mailbag,
right,
and the other one's ask the bench.
That's very, very true. It's a very different hashtag. We'll have all that coming your way when we jump back on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, so right after the show, fired up, we have our interactive whiteboard thanks to Gulf Coast Office Products, where you're going to be able to watch us break down film all fall long, and they're coming to show us how to use this thing. We are getting the breakdown. We are going to, hopefully by the end of it, be experts in how to break down all the plays that we want to show you. It's just one of the many things they can help you with Gulf Coast Office Products. The website, GCOPnet.com, in New Orleans, in Baton Rouge, in Manville, in Lafayette, throughout South Louisiana here. Go check out that website, see what they can do for you. We always talk about it. I mean, major industries, they're law firms, engineering firms, schools, universities, banks, hospitals, medical services. They can help you out. Again, GCOPnet.com.
Yeah, proud to be partnered with the best, Gulf Coast Office Products, Louisiana's leading copier and printer source. So give them a call. Go to their website. Just talk to them about how they can help your office be more efficient. GCOPnet.com.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. Whole team on wild.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in.
That was a good 3 interviews in a row, basically.
Yeah, it was.
Well, we had that 30-second segment in between.
Well, I mean, again, we had Blake. We weren't going to go short with Blake Baker. Coffee
empty?
Saints uniforms. Yeah, it is empty.
Oh, gross. Those are nasty. We like the first one.
I don't like
We like the first one.
Yeah.
So they're going to wear the all white. They're going to wear the all white with the color rush. So I was excited that they changed the helmet. Like this black helmet just the mohawk, the little mohawk's just too thick.
It's thick.
They first announced that they were coming out with an alternate. I was thinking, okay, what if they did white helmet, gold jersey, so they didn't have to match because they never match anyways.
Yeah.
With white pants, and I didn't even like that, but I do not like the gold and black at all.
Yeah.
I would prefer the gold and white.
I like the picture of DeMario better than Brandon Cooks. I like the sleeve actually kind of looks really good with this uniform. That kind of pops a little bit to me. I hate the mohawk. What are the pants? Do we know?
They're black.
They're
Here you go.
black.
Wait, let me go back to the Brandon Cooks one.
Yep. Okay. There we go. All right. We can only see his.
They're just plain black. I mean, they're just plain black. They're just showing off the unis, guys. That's what we got.
It's like, let me put it on this shot.
Watch this.
I mean, that's
let
what
me
we got.
cooks.
Let me cook. No, these are god
Did I
awful.
nail it?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I had high hopes.
You nailed it just about as much as the Saints nailed these uniforms.
Oh, come on. It was way better than the Saints uniforms.
All right, fair.
Don't like
These
that
are.
mohawk.
I just like the helmet is horrible.
It's not gold.
Chase, get a bigger helmet too.
That's
Yeah, it does
not
feel
gold.
like it doesn't fit.
Yeah, no, that
doesn't
is
fit
way
real well.
too small. Yeah.
It's way too small. Who fitted him? Not G-string.
Not G.
Not G-string.
That's probably. Oof, I don't know.
So
he's grandfathered into that one.
the Saints have, in my opinion, some of the best uniforms
Yes.
in the NFL, like when they don't mess with them.
Right.
If you wanted to do something different, like I would have been in favor of like the Cajun Cannon era uniforms where you had the state of Louisiana on the sleeve and like a bigger fleur-de-lis, like something like that. Like you don't have to try to reinvent the wheel with the Saints uniform.
Yeah, I think with the color scheme, anytime you have golds, silvers, blacks, stuff like that, it's like hard to get it right. But when you get it right, it's great.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do something different, I agree with you. Make it to where people can't complain. Put a big old Louisiana flag on it or something, like a tip of the cap to Louisiana. Then nobody can really complain about that.
Yeah, like look at that uniform right there by the Cajun Cannon.
So I like the jersey. I do not like that Saints logo on the side of the helmet.
Oh, I do.
I like the
love
current
it.
one better.
Oh no, I love that. I love the big Florida. It's just like it's plain. It's just right to the point.
Maybe that's my thing. Maybe it's just
got like
too
a little
plain.
antique look to it. That's a much better uniform.
I hate these.
You hate those?
No. I like the. I hate the alternate uniform.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Or the color rush. Like it's just.
Well, and the problem is they've tried this exact thing before and it didn't work then. Now they went with their normal gold helmets, but they've done the gold with the black numbers before and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like an ugly gold too.
It's not Saints gold.
No.
It's khaki.
And I actually think that it's hard to mess up a black or a gold uniform. Like that's gonna look sick regardless. But the Saints somehow, just like the organization right now, find a way to mess it up.
Okay, can I just side note here? That's the second time you said organization today. Is that how you always?
Wait, how do you say it?
Organization.
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 You said organization.
Organization.
Yeah, twice today.
Oh. Oh.
Huh.
I didn't realize that was.
That's not wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was just curious about it.
Organization.
Now I don't know.
Now, but okay, hold on. You
No,
said
it's like
organization.
Organization.
Organization versus organization. I don't know.
Now I'm confused.
Beats me.
Anyway, I just thought it was interesting.
English was not my first language.
It's very fair.
It wasn't.
It's mine, and I still screw it up all the time. And I talk 6 hours a day minimum. So, who among us?
Who among us? But yeah, I mean, Saints uniforms. When they get it right, it's awesome.
Yeah.
When it's easy to get it wrong though in their defense. But like to counterpoint you, if the Saints are wearing it, then it is Saints gold. Fair.
We'll just have the same.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
That was with Aaron Brooks. Like they basically just brought back the same
Yeah, no,
uni
they
that
did,
everybody
for
hated
sure.
the
Oh
first
my
time.
God, that is awful.
Yeah,
That
it's the
is
same
so
jersey.
bad.
I don't like it.
Is that helmet yellow?
That's their normal gold one.
That just
it's the
it's
gold
a
don't
weird.
match.
That is.
I also hate the current, like the helmet that they put
That's
on
a-
that one.
that's
Like
a-
I don't like all the tiny little fleur-de-lis. No.
Well, that uniform right there, that's as good as Reebok could do. Honestly.
God, I hated Freebach.
I mean-
little Freebach when we were gloves terrible, cleats terrible, everything terrible. Workout gear, cloth T-shirts because they didn't have like a.
Oh, they didn't have like compression?
No, not at the time.
Who are we talking to at? Who are we talking to at SEC Media Day? We were asking about their uniforms, and they're like, "Yeah, we used to be Nike, then we were Reebok, now we're New Balance." Or no, now we're Russell.
Ugh.
It was we were talking
So
about
they
Auburn.
downgraded.
Like
Was it
whenever
Auburn?
when Cole was there, we were talking about like
yeah, that's right. Okay,
they went from Nike to like something to Russell. Now
Under Armour.
they're Nike again now.
Okay, so but they were
Yeah,
Russell.
They were Russell when he was there, like Russell Athletic. I bet those were cozy.
Them and the Hubbard Huskies in Tyler, Texas in 1998. Middle school.
We
football
had,
team.
I think we either had Russell or Rydell uniforms at Evangel. It was an R. I don't remember which R it was though.
Yeah. Did Rydell have helmet? They were just helmets though, right?
I think they had uniforms
Did
too.
they? I know they had that nasty red and blue R with Mitt Russell.
Yeah, with the eagle on the logo. We were the Eagles. We were red and blue, so Russell makes more sense.
I get it.
Than maybe Rydell. All right. So we're out on the Saints uniform. Thumbs down.
Out.
Everybody, thumbs down. I feel like Hunt.
not great.
I feel like Hunt Palmer right now, but
Right.
thumbs down.
Super Hunt.
The
And
last one, up. The last altar, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
the
yeah,
white
yeah,
helmet.
no, those
Yeah.
are good.
Yeah. Let's play politics here. Like these ones bad.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to be biased. I love every one of the Chargers uniforms. I don't love the all yellow that they introduced this year. I love the navy, the throwback to the LT days. I love those. I don't love the all yellow. Okay?
Ooh, no.
No, I like the touch of the white, yellow, white. They're going all yellow. That's too much. So I want to make sure I get that out there too. The Chargers have some of the best uniforms in the league, and they had a miss with the all yellow, so it happens. The Navy's fire though. I do like the old Navy that they brought back to make new.
But you got to take your shot.
Yeah.
You miss 100% of the shots.
And they did. Oh, it's a lot of yellow. It is so much yellow. All right. Speaking of Chargers, I promise I want to play this video when we come back. My guy, PR17, made it official. He is now fully retired. We'll play the video, react to it when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Centralplumbing.org is the website. 225-925-8552, 24/7 emergency service, weekend, game day, holiday. It does not matter. They are going to be there for you. Now, it's not only in Central, it's in the greater Baton Rouge area, and it's not only in emergencies. If you're looking to upgrade, if you want to do a remodel at your home, at your business, whatever it might be, they can come in, no matter how big, no matter how small, and they can fix that. They can upgrade your space. Again, go to the website, find out all the information at centralplumbing.org.
Yeah, anywhere around Baton Rouge, the greater Baton Rouge area, whatever your plumbing needs are. Like I told you all the time, like for me personally, they have come out in an emergency situation at my house, and they've also installed a full factory full of water lines, gas lines, you name it. They can literally do it all. They are the experts when it comes to plumbing. Centralplumbing.org.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
BREC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered gold. BREC, your #1 park system in the nation.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. And we lost, the hope to see my guy PR17 on a football field again yesterday. Because, like, the last 2 years since he's been retired, it's been like whatever team had, like, a quarterback injury and they were, like, a team that maybe could make the postseason, still had some hope, like, his name would come up. And he's coaching high school football, and so he was out there working with his son Gunner. Felt like he could come in. Look, he was a guy I never saw actually warm up anyway. So, maybe he could have come in. He could have played a couple of weeks, and now that is over because Phillip Rivers officially retired yesterday. So I want to pay respects to my guy, longest quarterback I ever had in my career, and just play his video and just a couple Phillip Rivers moments after we played here.
Rivers gives to Sproles, has room.
That home Colts playoff game.
Chargers win! He got it!
I left slot 30 ISO, walk off. That moment was dang. I mean, like I can get there in a hurry. Even 06 Cincinnati Bengals comeback.
Incredible! Unbelievable!
The big win in 13 at Denver.
Touchdown!
On Thursday night, 2018 in Arrowhead. Mike catching the back-to-back, touchdown on the back shoulder, and then the 2-point play, they left him wide open. Goes fast.
Rivers.
So, and that was just a short clip. They had like a 4-minute video, and I'd encourage everybody to go check it out if you just want to watch somebody that loved football, like to the whatever like the highest degree was. That's a man that I think would have played for like a base salary of like what an everyday 9 to 5 is. Like that man would have played football. I'll be honest with you. I liked football. I did not love it like Phillip Rivers did. And so like you saw the emotion there, and being his teammate, that's something you see every single day. That man loved to just be out there and touching grass. And now he's a high school football coach. He cuts his own grass for the high school football team. He does the laundry for the football team, just like his dad did in Alabama growing up. And that man always said, that's what I want to do. That is like, when I retire, I want to be that guy. That's who he is now. And he's got a little program in Fairhope, Alabama, and they don't have the numbers and they don't have the Jimmys and Joes that all those people in that area. And that area is Spanish Fort and Daphne and all those Mobile, Alabama schools. So it's a really tough place to play. Gulf Shores, who's got like this brand new school, and Orange Beach has a new school. So that's who they play, and they're very competitive. And you can tell with like one conversation with Phillip Rivers, like what the game of football means to him. And so it was fun to he mentioned the 08 walk-off. That was the only time in my football career, like we had like a true baseball walk-off. Like it was in the playoffs. It was overtime. It was 30 ISO. Sproles takes it to the house. We were 8-8. They were 13-3 or 12-4. I can't remember. But because we won the division, they had to come to us in the playoffs. Yep. And so we walked them off, and just one of the many moments we had there in San Diego.
Yeah, we had one of our coaches in Green Bay, an assistant coach every week. We'd like have an opportunity to address the team, like on Friday or Saturday before the game. Just like Mike McCarthy was big on like let's bring up our coaches, let's let them get experience so they can move on in their career.
Yeah.
We had a coach one time that stood up there and talked about, everyone's heard this from like inspirational speakers, but like in professional football, it's so much different. Professional sports is so much different than anything because it's like figure out your why. Why do you play? Why do you put it all out there? Why do you try it? It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. Some people it's family.
Yeah.
Some people it's because they want to be superstars. Some people it's because they want to make money.
Yeah.
Some people it's the love of the game. Right? And it doesn't matter what it is. But whatever it is, focus on it and do your best to get there.
Right.
And it's so in professional football, it's crazy because like, oh my God, like you never say I play for money. I never play for stardom. But some people do, and that's okay. As long as they play hard, right? But Phillip Rivers is one of these consummate guys, like, of course he made his money and he did all that from the business side of things to set up his family. He truly played for the love of the game. And as a quarterback, always inspired me. and he's one of those guys that everyone always looked up to that played the game the right way. Talked trash and never said a curse word, which is hard to do.
Hard to do.
And probably a lot of people laughed at him, but for the most part, it probably hit.
Yeah, it did. He cut deep, man, without saying a curse word. Like, that man would cut deep.
I know it's wild, but and so hats off to him, a true legend.
Yeah.
But he told me he retired, I was like, who's retiring next? Like Joe Montana or something?
Right.
Feels like he's been out of the league for a minute.
He has been. Like, this will be year number 3, but he was that guy. You know how it is. He'd get calls like, hey, what do you think about coming here? And he selective, and obviously I'm sure, he only got to an AFC championship game, never got to a Super Bowl, so that was a dream. And and even when he went to Indy that year, they made the playoffs and they won a postseason game, or at least I think they maybe went to Buffalo and gave them hell or something. They did something, and he was always close, but never got to the mountaintop there. So, but truly, this is somebody that signed multiple $100 million contracts, right? And he had the same King Ranch black Ford truck the entire time I knew him. And I saw him maybe 20, 21, 22. We're down there at the beach, and he was driving something else. I'm like, oh, you finally got rid of the old F-250 King Ranch. He goes, no, Bo, that thing's parked up at the beach house. That's just like who he was.
He didn't really need that trade-in value.
That's true. That's true, but that's kind of who he was. And the first thing that he spent on his house in Fairhope, Alabama, to tell you priorities for him, he built a football field in his backyard. That's what he did. Built a football field for his, for the crew.
Then second was probably a Japanese toilet, I'm assuming.
Probably.
Guessing.
No doubt about it. He seems like a big Japanese toilet.
Daniel in the chat said, Flynn has cursed more on this show than Rivers ever did in his career. That's true.
That's very true.
That is.
I told this story before, and this is such bad human being stuff, but we raised a lot of money one time, thousands of dollars, and they're like, hey, Phil, say a cuss word. Say one curse word. And no, man, I ain't going to do it.
He said, all right, one. Crap.
Yeah. He said a lot of crap. A lot of golly. Golly was the go-to. Golly was the go-to. So shout out to PR17. Shout out to a fantastic career. I think he'll eventually get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but doing exactly what he wants to do, what he's always wanted to do when he was done playing, coaching high school football, and doing it from every aspect. Doing laundry, mowing the grass, and coaching the team.
I don't know if I'm believing it on the laundry thing.
I've seen him do it.
Maybe you do it for the cameras every now and then, but
I'm telling you, this man's
I'm not doubting his
this man's
encouragement,
wired differently. Who wants to cut the grass? Well, Taylor.
There's some people.
Taylor wants to cut the grass.
Guys, we got the grass. We cutting the grass today. I was upset we couldn't get it done yesterday. Today, it's happening.
That's like movie situation though, like the head coach cutting the grass.
Yeah, he did.
I don't believe it.
All right, we will step away, and when we come back, we'll wrap up today's show, getting to your questions. We'll ask the bench when we come back on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, GetGordon.com. That is the website for Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. GetGordon.com. You can do it all. You can have a chat right there on the homepage of the site. You can see cases they've handled already in the courtroom, cases that they can handle in the courtroom. All of that's going to be right there on the homepage, GetGordon.com. And this is throughout the state of Louisiana. So no matter where you're listening to us here in Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Lafayette, Shreveport, Monroe, whatever, we are talking to you. It is your area code, whatever it is, 318-95, 337-504-225, whatever, followed by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done. GetGordon.com.
Yeah, we know the name. Everybody does in Louisiana. We've seen the billboards, we hear the ads, but we've also heard the stories about how many people they've helped. Not only in the courtroom, but also the charitable donations they give, all the things they do to support the community. Give them a call. Injuries happen, accidents happen. See how they can help you. GetGordon.com.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. Rev Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
That's what I'm talking about. Play the hits.
All right, while we're playing
Track
the hits,
one.
I remind you about All-Star Toyota, BatonRouge.com. All-Star Toyota, BatonRouge.com. Buy new, leasing, renting, everything is available. Multiple SUVs, multiple trucks, multiple sedans, multiple hybrids. Sienna minivan, get that murdered out Mini. If you want a full-size SUV, get that Sequoia. Mid-size SUV, multiple options. They got something for everybody over at All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
Stop waiting. Get rid of that clunker. Go trade it in. Go see what that clunker's worth at their website. Trade-in value. Go see what they got on the lot. Go check them out. Get a new car.
This is track number one, though, for me. Even more than Wonderwall.
I thought you meant like...
I thought it was track one.
Wait, like in the order of your favorites?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant
No, I
like
did.
the actual...
I meant it the way you thought.
This is actually the last track on the album.
I thought we meant like favorites.
I think this is my favorite Oasis song, yes. But this is the last track of the album.
Anybody want a Tour de France update?
Yeah.
Sure.
Stage 16 today. A legendary mountain climb.
Okay.
Mont Ventoux.
Is that like the most...
They do that every year pretty much. And it's
Yeah.
like, it's just famous. It's a famous climb.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. Tade versus Jonas right now. Just
Really?
Going back and
Neck
forth.
and neck?
I guess Tade's in front.
Yeah, Tade's
Is there
in
anyone
front.
that
Like
knows
right
what
behind him?
Tade's ass looks like more than this other guy? Every time
No,
you tell me
it
about him, he's
smells
behind.
like everything.
All right.
So, Tade, legendary. I mean, the guy's going to go down as probably the greatest rider of all time. Who knows? He's on the fast track, unless he crashes and breaks his collarbone or something, which could happen. Pretty likely if they fall off a 6-inch board, they'll break their collarbone. But he's up by over 4 minutes right now. I think he increased his lead by a couple seconds today. Only five stages left. The guy looks unstoppable. He's won 4 stages already this tour.
Hell yeah.
Le Tour.
Tade.
They're trying. He's unstoppable. He won the time trial in the mountains, individual time trial. He's not even the time trial
That's
specialist.
ridiculous.
I mean, he won by a lot too.
Yeah.
Like Jonas is
He's like
awesome.
a legend.
Jonas beat the next best guy.
What country is he from?
Oh shoot, I think he's a.
It sounds
he's
very
Slovenia,
Polish.
I believe.
Oh, okay.
He's what?
I think he's a Slovak.
Okay. All right.
Like in the time trial in the mountains, Jonas Vingegaard's amazing. He's won the tour
Yeah, he
twice.
is Slovenian.
He beat the 3rd best guy by like a minute or 45 seconds or something, better than anybody else in this time trial. And this is like a ton of riders. And then Tade beat Jonas by like 45 more seconds. So he's just that much better than everybody.
He's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
He might be better than Lance Armstrong.
I think
Is that
he's
fair to say?
Wait.
All right.
He will be.
Yeah.
He will be.
Ask the Bench is Flynn's music knowledge or T-Bob's geography knowledge?
I actually got pretty good
Yep.
music knowledge.
T-Bob's geography is real bad.
It's atrocious.
All right,
yeah.
so I got my God Must Have Spent a Little More Time on You. I got that one mixed up.
That's
today.
okay.
It's on me. That's on me.
I mean, at least you
I
knew who
own it.
98 Degrees was.
I own it, and like honestly, I was pretty disappointed about it. So respect to myself, credit to myself for that one.
Yeah.
Ask the Bench, do you hate it when you get back from vacation and someone asks, so when's the next vacation? So with that said, when's the next vacation?
I do. I love being home too.
I don't know that I know I don't have, I have the days to take, but when you get back from media days, it's typically like you can get a day or two like we did. And then it's like, hey, bud, you're in it. Like a day here or there if you need one, or if you have something come up family wise for sure. School activity, the kids are doing something at school, whatever. But now we here.
Early in the season, I do have a potential. We have a.
Oh God!
I told you this. Our 2010 Super Bowl team.
Yeah,
we have a reunion game early in the season, and we didn't get to do it because of that damn COVID.
Right.
We didn't get to do it in 2020.
Right.
So we're trying to get it together this year. So we'll stay tuned for that
one.
I think I felt like that was pretty excusable.
Yeah,
that's very, very much so.
Yeah.
Ask the Bench, do you think Blake Baker will be a major college or pro head coach one day? Yes.
No, I think Blake Baker's going to stay as LSU's defensive coordinator forever. For selfish reasons.
If he ever would stay somewhere, it would be as LSU's defensive coordinator.
Last thought of the day for me. Cam Jordan put out a tweet yesterday that said, "Shuck me the money." Do you think he knows it's pronounced shuck? Because it looks like show. This was after he signed. So does Shuck really have a good relationship with his veteran teammates?
Sounds like
people are asking.
People are asking
because if you don't know how his last name is
Shuck me the money. It doesn't make sense, Cam.
No.
It doesn't.
You must not know him real well.
No. If you don't give a damn, we don't give a shuck.
Off the bench.
One of the questions was, will OTB ever have a tailgate before a game? Yeah, we're trying to plan one for the Louisiana Tech game.
Are we?
And do it at Elite Training. Yes, we are. You'll be there. We'll all be there.
Wait, we're going to tailgate at Elite?
RussellPools.com is the website. Russell Pool Company.
That makes sense.
What do you mean? Yes. We're going to have a tailgate, and then we're going to hang out, and then we're going to go to the Louisiana Tech game. Doesn't matter. Look, you should trust... Jesus. Russell Pool Company, 225-924-2527. We trust them. You should trust them. The Tigers trust them. When they're trying to get back onto the field, when they're trying to hot and cold tub it, who takes care of those pools? The one-stop shop in Russell Pools.
If you want the best pool you can get in Louisiana, when you think of high-quality pools, you think of Russell Pool Company. Been doing it a long time under new leadership right now. Give them a call today. They can literally turnkey from your dream to your design, to your build, to maintenance. Whatever it is, give them a call. RussellPool.com.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
When it comes to industrial construction, a River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom